Well, good morning, everybody on the behind the scenes. Hope you are doing well. Good morning. Wow, what a gorgeous morning it is out here at Bristol Airport. I hope you are doing incredibly well out there today. Happy Saturday morning from the UK. Happy Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, whatever it is for you lovely people. Good to see you. Good morning. Hello. Just putting the last finishing touches together on to today's live stream. We might miss our first departure, but we'll see it on the behind the scenes. It is reverse ops today, ladies and gentlemen, which is fantastic news. Reverse ops, for those of you who are unaware, means that the runways have been switched around. So we're used to seeing departures departing to the south. They're now departing to the north today, so they're going to be coming right over us. So nice and loud, absolutely screaming out of Bristol Airport this morning, which is going to be fantastic. Always a treat when we can get reverse ops happening here at the airport. So amazing stuff. So we can't wait for that. But we're going to be going live very soon here on the channel, over on the main Sky Squad TV channel. So yeah, if you're not already tuned in, then get yourselves tuned into the main stream. We'll be going live in just a moment. Just doing some last finishing touches here in the background, making sure everything is set up, running good and looking good. Got some early risers already in the chat, eh? Of the main stream, that is, anyway. Alright, so we are going live right now as we speak on out here at Bristol Airport for our reverse ops morning.
Flyers that get people talking, signage that stops people in their tracks, and so much more. Because great print doesn't just look good, it works hard for your business. Solo Press Print.
It's Sky Squad TV, where we are easily.
Good morning, Sky Squad. I hope that everybody is doing incredibly well out there this morning. Good morning. Good to a gorgeously beautiful gorgeously beautiful Bristol airport this morning. I hope everybody is doing incredibly well and talking. It is reverse ops, ladies and gentlemen. Reverse ops is on today, which means runway 09 is in action today, my friends, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic morning here at the airport. Hope you are doing well. Good morning, good morning. Give me a quick 5 out of 5 there in the chat. Hopefully everything is looking and sounding good for you lovely people this morning. But yeah, runway 09 in action, ladies and gentlemen. So we got seen our first A320 as we watch this next A320 Neo by the looks of it depart as well. I need to get my flight radar up so I can of course get you guys all the information on these fantastic planes. But these views, absolutely amazing. Well and truly going to put my sunglasses on this morning. It is 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm already in shorts. The UK is experiencing yet again another heat wave, which is absolutely welcomed by my front because I absolutely love the heat. I love the sunshine, and I very much missed having heat and sunshine over in the southern hemisphere. But hey, we've had it in spades and buckets here in the UK. But good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another Sky Squad TV live stream, live from our home base of Bristol Airport. Hope you're doing well this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Thank you so much for getting involved already in the chat, and thank you so much for hitting the like button. If you haven't already, please do, of course, hit that like button. Early doors on this morning's live stream so that we can get even more people joining in and watching us this morning. Sinead there saying that she loves the new little intro snippet there. That, my friends, is from our good friend Warren, aka Was Radio, all the way in Sydney, Australia. He's an absolute legend, good friend of mine, and he reached out a couple of weeks ago and said that he really would really love to create some intro snippets for the streams where he gets to introduce the stream, introduce myself, introduce the airports that we're at as well. So thank you so much, Was. He might tune in at some point today if he's not already in the house, if I stay in the chat. But yeah, loving those little intro snippets there from our good friend Was. He'll be introduced by a beautiful Australian voice there. Jet 2 out the door in their gorgeous holiday livery here this morning. Fantastic. Lovely departure there for my friends at Jet 2 in the holiday livery. Hopefully the ambience sounding good for you lovely people. Clear blue skies, another absolutely hot day is in action here today across the country, I believe, by the looks of it. It was 31 degrees yesterday, no wind at all, pure humidity, and in UK brick houses 31, 32 degrees is not nice, because it's 31, 32 degrees outside, and inside of a brick house you're looking at about 40 degrees. Honestly, yeah. It was absolutely madness, but hey, I've been loving it. I've been absolutely loving it. I'm all about it. Apologies for the shaky footage there, guys. I need to put my sunnies on because I'm getting blinded by the sun right now. We do have a behind the scenes stream running, of course, over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. If you wish to get involved in that, then please do come on over, check it out. And if you aren't subscribed to the Sky Squad TV Plus channel already, then please do, my friend. Sean really needs to get flight radar up. I'm going to do that right now. Honestly, the vegetation here at the moment, the trees, the plants, gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but yeah, very much in the wrong places, if I say so myself. Very much in the wrong places. Here we go, next departure. That Jet 2 that we were just looking at is heading out the door off to Faro. Our A320 coming towards us right now. EasyJet going to be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. Of course, EasyJet, well and truly in the news quite a lot this week in the aviation circles with their latest investment. Big American investment company put in $7.6 billion US on the table to buy EasyJet. $7.6 billion, I believe it was, USD that is, to buy EasyJet, and there's been a tentative agreement on that. So it'd be very interesting over the next few years to see what this investment means for EasyJet, of course, Europe's largest low-cost airline. So it will be very interesting to see what that means for their future. Hopefully it doesn't change anything too drastically for them. It'd be a shame to see them kind of go under a little bit, but I don't see why this particular investment company that are investing in EasyJet would want to do something like that to them, to be fair, because these guys are quite heavy within the aviation world for built-in aircon in every single solitary part of your house. And also the houses, of course, a lot of the houses in New Zealand are wooden timber frame. My good friend Steve Moore is there in the chat. Another EasyJet A320 Neo out the door. But good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you. I'll get involved in the chat properly in just a moment's time. Landing gear shot there for you on this EasyJet A320 Neo. Woo. Heavy climb there, steep climb I mean, sorry, for the EasyJet A320 Neo. But yeah guys, as mentioned, 6 a.m. in the morning just after, and I'm already wearing shorts. Today's going to be a hot one, which I'm all about. I'm not going to lie though, trying to keep a 15-month-old toddler cool in this weather is quite a challenge, but hey, praise the Lord for paddling pools and water. Paddling pools and water. It's gorgeous. A320 Neo out the door this morning, off to Malaga, and spin around and get eyes on and get ready for our next departure. Coming out as thick and fast here this morning. Ryanair going to be heading out the door. Off to Barry is our next departure lined up right there at the top of the brow on runway 09 this morning. Tracy, good morning. Trish, good morning. Jackie, good morning. Martin. Good to see you. Alex NZ. More, there he is, the good man himself. It's 5 p.m. getting dark and I'm 10 degrees and still in shorts. Mate, you live in shorts, buddy. I remember so many times, all the years, you know, back and forth with yourself in Wellington and New Zealand, you know, be out in the winter time wearing shorts. It's like in the minuses and you're wearing shorts. It's so good. So good, so good. We do have a viewer that is going to be out the door this morning, I think 8:15, I believe it was this morning, on an EasyJet flight to, so we'll try and remember that one. HZ73 coming in and joining up on the ground crew membership tier as well. We'll get to that in just a moment too, but gorgeous rotation from EasyJet coming out of the vegetation there. Yeah, Ryanair giving it to us nice and loud. Baron 737 out the door from Bristol off to Bari this morning. Bari in Italy, of course. Gorgeous. What a departure, eh? Next departure, another EasyJet A320 Neo out the door, thick and fast. Going to be heading out to Tenerife. And say goodbye to Ryanair, because they're quite short intervals between the between the departures. The space between the departures is very short, but I do love when they line up at the back there along runway 09. But massive shout out to the legend that is HZ73 coming in and joining up onto the ground crew membership tier there. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate every single one of you signing up on to the membership tiers there. You know, I appreciate that it is a financial element for you guys there on the live stream, but of course, yeah, a great way for you lovely people to support the channel as well. So thank you very much appreciated, my friends. Andy Fish, like us Brits, never happy with the weather. Some of us moan whatever it is. We all do, mate. We all do. Inspector Morse, good on ya. Good morning. Good to see ya. Watching on mute. Feel free to badmouth me, mate. We're not badmouthing anybody here on Sky Squad TV. Lovely to have you, even if you are watching on mute. A320 Neo, of course, heading out to Tenerife. Man, look at the visibility this morning, eh? Just fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. Sister Sinead's there in the chat as well. Good morning, sis. Hope you're doing well. Jet 2 lining up on runway 09 as we speak. Going to be heading out to Tenerife this morning. Boeing 737, of course. In the .com livery, the silver livery. But yeah, as mentioned, UK once again in a heat wave, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm all about it, my friends. Bring it on. More heat, please. I know that a lot of English people will think I'm mad, but more heat, please, honestly. But yeah, as mentioned quite a few times on the streams over the past couple of weeks, the vegetation here in Felton Common getting very tall and very much in the view. But hey ho, is what it is for the time being. I'm just going to make sure everything is looking good on there. Looks like it is working well. Annie Fishlot saying, watch the live stream of all the F-22 Raptors going into Fairford yesterday. It was amazing. Yeah, so cool, eh? Was that on Ted Coningsby channel? I can't remember if Ted was out streaming yesterday at Fairford, but yeah, a lot of F-22 Raptors arriving into Fairford. Can't wait to get back to a military base at some point soon. But yeah, those F-22s would be amazing. Jet2.com out the door, off to Tenerife, of course, this morning. Mate, she's nice and loud, nice and heavy. Jet2 to Tenerife is a money route for these guys, big time, eh? Especially from Bristol as well. Lots of people go off to Tenerife from Bristol. I was talking to a couple of people this week, and they're saying that they were just on holiday in Tenerife and or Lanzarote. Alright, spinning around, I'm going to say hello to our next departure, which is our 2E Boeing 737. It's going to be out the door in just a moment. Ed's at the end of 09, lining up to head out to Mahon, Steve, Anthony Wren, good to see ya. Hope you are doing well. Glenn Martin, good morning. Good to see you all the way from New Zealand this morning. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning, Glenn. And thank you everybody once again for hitting the like button so far on this morning's live stream. If you haven't already, my friends, please do hit the like button early. Of course, free way for you to support the channel and help push this out to even more new people to come join us this morning if they so wish to check out Bristol Airport and the wonderful reverse ops movements that we have here this morning. As we wait for our TUI, you can see it just hiding on the left hand side of your screen there. Here we go, 2E Boeing 737 on the move. I never know if I'm pronouncing that place name right. Mahon? Glenn, we are having an absolutely sensational summer. It's been so hot, man. It's gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. Our good friend Andy Fishlot there in the chat, you know, just letting everybody know in true British fashion, you know, that we're just all moaning about it. We're not really enjoying it, we're just moaning about it. And we are reverse ops this morning as well, ladies and gentlemen, which is fantastic. Always a pleasure to have reverse ops happening at Bristol. Doesn't happen often, you know, it doesn't happen often that runway 09 is in action, but it seems to happen quite a bit on these very warmer days. Becomes a northwesterly breeze and a northwesterly wind that rips through, and then it turns it into reverse ops for us here at the airport at 09, which is amazing. Ooh, sorry guys. And we'll try our best to get some of these long shots on the way out as well, but I might have to just like replace myself. Looks like our next EasyJet departure is actually backtracking at the moment up runway 09. It is too. Sorry, Jet 2, not EasyJet. Jet 2 is backtracking up runway 09. The holiday. Sinead saying, I've left Dad with the iPad. He's happy watching on a bigger screen. Funny. I wonder if he knows how it works, Sinead. I wonder if he knows how the iPad works. My dad is a fully fledged Android man. There's the tail of our Jet 2 Boeing 737. We do have our gorgeous 2E Boeing 737 pushback and an EasyJet behind it as well. And by the looks of Flight Radar, we have a couple of nice little private jets coming and going today as well. It's a couple, I think there's a PC-24 which we should be able to finish the show off with at about 9:30 this morning. Here we go, Jet 2 coming at us. As mentioned, in a gorgeous holiday livery. Staying low for us as well this morning. Yeah, amazing. I love it when runway 09 is in action. These shots are just the best. Look at that, just gliding away. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Full noise on the departure and the rotation as well, which is always a treat too. Alright, I think I might have like a couple of seconds break just so I can quickly reset myself just a touch there. Another Jet 2 Boeing 737 lining up on the centre line of runway 09 this morning, which will be our next departure. Ken, good morning from Plymouth. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And when that sun rises a bit more and there's a bit less haze up in the sky, I'll be able to get eyes on what is coming over and above us on terms of the heavies. Jet 2 in the .com livery blasting down runway 09 as we speak, heading out to Mahon or Mahon this morning, however you pronounce it. Coming out, it's looking absolutely fantastic. Look at this gorgeous rotation. Wowzers. There is a slight headwind for these guys this morning, of course. If it being a northwesterly breeze, literally, like I say, a breeze, it's not really much of a wind at the moment. It's very much a breeze, but not really going to be causing too many issues for these guys compared to what we know Bristol can throw at these pilots when they are arriving and departing. Of course, runway 27, which is the out of action runway this morning, is a category 3 ILS approach, and I believe runway 09 is a category 2 ILS approach. Depending on which way they're coming from, their origin, they'll be coming down the Bristol Channel and then banking left and banking left again to get into the approach path of the 09 ILS system, of course. Next departure, the beautiful KLM Embraer 175 parting from Bristol Airport. Just a little dot up there in the distance. Just see the blue head appearing through the trees there. But yeah, of course, 09, as mentioned, is a category, I believe it's a category 2 ILS approach. Let me know if I'm incorrect there in the chat, everybody. For those of you that might know a little bit more information on that. Carolyn, good morning, hope you're doing well. Sinead, he said if I come back from the walk and it's still on, it's because I don't know how to turn it off. Funny. And he said I prefer the silver Jet 2, do you? Just bought one of the nearest plane boxes that show you what's near. They're amazing. Oh, awesome, cool. Good on ya. Is that the little ADS-B box, is it? Whoa, okay, steep climb. Very steep climb for the KLM Embraer. Steepest climb of the morning so far. Of course, city hopper service from KLM Embraer 175 heading out to Amsterdam. That will come back in a few hours' time. It basically back and forth all day long from Bristol to Amsterdam. So must be a pretty decent money route for these guys. KLM Amsterdam to Bristol, Bristol to Amsterdam. I think it's about 4 or 5 times a day. Maybe 4 times a day, I want to say. Crazy. So yeah, well and truly a decent money route for these guys, eh? But yeah, it'd be great when our first arrival, which we're going to get eyes on shortly. We're going to make sure I don't miss it this time, so I nearly missed it last week. And what a difference in the weather from this week to what we had last week as well. Going to make sure we don't miss it, but our first arrival is always our Ryanair coming in from Dublin. Anthony, I did, yeah. I did remember to bring some snacks. Got a couple of pieces of fruit. Had some breakfast this morning before I left the house. But yeah, definitely remember to bring the fruit and extra snacks with me this morning. A little bit of a dropped connection there for a brief second. We should be good. Trish, and just watched an Antonov 12 EK land in Brisbane called livery Swift Solutions Aero. Okay. I think I've heard of that one before. 2 Boeing 737 at the door from Bristol this morning to Palma. Gorgeous rotation. Landing gear up nice and early on the TUI. It's so interesting. I don't know whether you guys have realised it yet so far this morning, but it's so interesting how the Boeing 737s always stay a lot lower compared to the Airbus A320s and then that Embraer 175 as well. These Boeing 737s must be considerably heavier, of course, but Boeing 737s are known to have a slower rotation as well, like slower to get the nose up and slower to get the rear wheels and the whole of the fuselage off of the ground, of course. But yeah, they are known to have a bit of a slower rotation, so it is interesting because they do kind of like slowly creep up and out of Bristol. So stay just a touch lower for us to keep them in shot just a little bit longer as well, which is fantastic. All right, here's the A320neo heading out to Murphia this morning. But yeah, keep your eyes on this one, guys. As mentioned, the Boeing 737s take a couple of extra seconds. Once that nose rotates, it takes a couple of extra seconds for the whole plane to like lift up off of the runway. But keep your eyes on this Airbus A320. Watch it now, not do it, but usually you can see those A320s lift off a lot quicker. Eyes peeled on this A320, and let's see if it does it. Don't know if it's something to do with, like, you know, well, of course it will have like a part to play would be, of course, you know, sooner the 320s. So look, rotation already, and already lifted up. And got quite a decent climb on already, but like it doesn't look as if they're like really having to pull the nose up as much. And look at that, already quite high. So yeah, interesting, eh? How those how each plane rotates in its own different way. The Embraer E175, or just the Embraer range of planes, look like they kind of share a similar rotation pattern, if that's even a thing. I don't think it is, but I'm just going to go with it anyway for today. But seem to share like the similar rotation pattern to the Airbus planes. Just the nose comes up a lot sooner, and then the whole of the plane lifts up a lot sooner as well compared to the Boeing 737s. Awesome. Just going to get lots of glare on the fuselage of those planes as they depart into the distance there this morning. Another EasyJet A320neo lining up on runway 09 this morning. This guy off to Lanzarote, 251 variant, 8 years old in the EasyJet fleet. My dad's there in the chat, everybody. Morning. Short. I was watching the T20s as it was at Bristol. Bird's eye view of the ground, seeing the city all around. That's one big city. Yeah, Bristol's huge actually. Bristol is a lot bigger of a city than what people actually what I thought. That's for sure. It's a lot bigger than what I thought. So yeah, we're actually going to hopefully be spending a bit of time in Bristol tomorrow. Tomorrow morning / during the day as well. But yeah, Bristol is actually a rather large city. Of course, where the airport is, you know, is classed as Bristol, but it's a good like 20-30 minute drive really from like the centre of Bristol itself, where the airport is based. A320neo coming at us, EasyJet. So I mean, like, it's already quite high already. My mum's there in the chat as well. Good morning, mum. Good to see ya. Up nice and early. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ryanair Boeing 737 taxiing up towards runway 09. This morning is going to be our next departure. I need to get eyes on flight radar to see when our first arrival is coming. But as mentioned, once that haze settles down a little bit more and the sun rises just a touch more, flying over towards London TV. Hope you are doing well. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel. If you are new, welcome in. Make yourself known in the chat. Love to know where everybody is tuning in and watching from. So make yourselves known in the chat there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a gorgeous morning here at Bristol. Absolutely. Got hold of the hedge trimmer. Going for it like straight through the cable of the hedge trimmer. So yeah, no longer have a hedge trimmer. Need to go and get a cordless one, a battery powered one. It's my birthday on Tuesday, so maybe I can ask about that, or maybe I can ask for a cordless hedge trimmer for my birthday. That really shows that I'm getting slightly older, well and truly in my dad era, if I'm asking for a hedge trimmer for my birthday. We go, Ryan Airborne 737, blasting down runway 09 this morning, heading out to the place name that I can never pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. Andy, thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, Sinead, the idea is to move away from the family so then they won't ask you to cut the hedge. Gorgeous departure from our Ryanair Boeing 737. Look at that, beautiful, eh? The other thing as well, there's not much moisture at all up in the air. Like, it doesn't feel, yeah, not much moisture at all. So why I say that is because trying to keep eyes on the heavies and the other gorgeous planes flying over towards Heathrow and or flying back towards America and or coming across to Europe, it does make it quite hard to pinpoint them when they're 25 to 30,000 feet up in the air. Makes it quite hard to pinpoint them. When there's no trails, of course, coming out of the engines, no vapor trails coming out of the engines when they are 25 to 30,000 feet above my location. Yeah, it makes it hard to locate them up there. Tracy, Poland, it's off to Poland, that's the one, Poland. Tracy, I was actually going to say Poland, but I couldn't remember if it was Poland or if it was like Czech Republic or somewhere else. But yeah, I was I was going to say Poland, but I wasn't confident enough, Tracy. I wasn't confident enough to go for it. So do have an A320 Neo EasyJet heading up towards runway 09 off to Funchal this morning. I do love the departure paths when runway 09 is in action for these guys. Do you have a jet2.com livery flying over soon? Just about to fly over Newport, so we might be able to locate that if we can. Yeah, I'll try and keep my eyes to the sky to see if I can see it, but visualize where our Ryanair is at the moment. I don't think it's due for a 6:56 arrival. Okay, cool. So now we won't see it just yet on flight radar. Well, won't easily see it anyway. But next departure is our EasyJet A3. Tracy, so good. Sinead said, I told Dad don't mention dog walk last for. So good. Anthony Wren saying that A350-1000 flying over Portishead. I think it was going to be painted in the Qantas colours. Oh yeah, they've been doing some on Cardiff, so it nearly flew over my house. I was excited about it because I thought it was going to fly over the house and I was going to go and get the camera ready and everything, but it didn't. It banked right, left. Can't remember the path it did now, but it banked right. Colour Bristol though, so that would have been cool. But banked if doing some hot engine tech, just popping into home from work. We'll pop back in a bit. Might we'll see you soon, eh? See you soon. We've got a gorgeous Airbus A320 Neo. A line. Anthony saying it was very low. Yeah, so. Oh, Francis, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, I didn't realise you were there this morning. Francis, you know it firsthand, my friend. You were here? Or were they getting the other way? Oh, I can't remember now, Francis. But Francis, good to see you, buddy. Good morning. Live streaming on today. Half? Just over half of the runway? Wow. And once again, climbing high already. But yeah, guys, little shout out to myself. Happy birthday to me on Tuesday. Crazy to think that my last birthday, my 32nd birthday, I celebrated it, you know, over the other side of the world whilst I was still living in New Zealand. Did an awesome stream from Queenstown Airport. I'm going to repost that link as like a bit of a birthday message and a bit of a celebration. But yeah, streamed live from Queenstown Airport in New Zealand, one of my all-time favourite airports and one of my all-time favourite places in the world to go. And here we are, a couple of days out from my birthday, back in the UK, streaming from Bristol. Amazing what can happen, eh, in the space of a year. Amazing what can happen and where the world can take you and the opportunities that we get to experience and we get to have. It's like our bird friend's back. Mate, you are very much, I would say, in the direct line of the departures right now. I'll be very intrigued if that EasyJet starts rolling anytime soon that's sitting on runway 09. Oh, it is rolling as well. Wow. A320 Neo rolling off to Pisa this morning. 251 variant. Up and early, that bird needs to move. I think it's moved out of the way, to be fair, by the looks of it. Gorgeous departure there from the 320 Neo. Those Neo engines are considerably quiet. Considerably more quiet than the CO variants, of course, and of course the CFM LEAP engines on the Boeing 737s there. Gorgeous departure. A320 Neo 251 variant, of course, as mentioned, as this guy was taking off. Gorgeous, easygoing departure right into the sunshine there this morning. From one sunny place to another sunny place in a moment. All these holiday makers leaving the UK for the European sun. It's just like, mate, we've got it in buckets right here in the UK at the moment. Like, more sun than you can shake a stick at, I'd say. Madness. EJ Free Tour NT taxiing, and it's going to be heading out to Geneva this morning. Hayden, one of our awesome super mods, dropping in an Australian $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Hayden, saying I wouldn't trust Sean would need a small hedge trimmer for his beard, low. Hayden, good on you, buddy. Good to see you. I wouldn't trust Sean with a hedge trimmer. Needs a small one for his beard. Ironically, I actually shaved my beard quite a lot shorter than I have ever done in a long, long time the other day, because it's just been so warm. It's just been so warm. Hey, Ipso's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. James is in the chat there as well. Good to see you, James. Hope you're doing well. Francis, that's the one saying it changed, Sean. Yes, the last 30, 45 minutes that I was there, it was reverse ops. That's true. Yeah, that's true. The wind changed and it got considerably hotter that day as well, which was mad. That day was very warm, eh? Crazy warm. Anthony Wren saying, is the Harbourside Festival on in Bristol this weekend? Do you know what, mate? I think it is actually. I saw a post about it on Facebook. The Bath Carnival's on today as well for those that live in Bath, in Sydney Gardens. The Bath Carnival is on today. I think it spans the weekend, the Bath Carnival. Could be wrong on that information, but I believe it spans the weekend. So if you're around in Bath and you're keen to, and you're looking for something to do today in the heat, with your family members or your young'uns, then get to Sydney Gardens in Bath, which is just along the canal. And yeah, you can enjoy the sights and sounds of the Bath Carnival today. But Ipso's in the house. Good morning, all late on parade today. Hope all are well, mate. We are very well. Listen, Tracy's saying she's been watching Queenstown this week. Just awesome airport of its views. Yeah, amazing, eh? Amazing. Been some incredible streams from some other pretty amazing channels from Queenstown Airport than some of the ones I believe that you've been watching there, Tracy. So yeah, go and check those ones out, especially from my good friend Mike NZ1 Aviation and Kevin from Wellington Flights Live. Sinead saying, Sean's motto is all about me, so he'll be milking it on Tuesday. He'll be like Lord of the Manor as it's his first one back here. Every day, Sinead. Lord of the Manor every day. Come on now. And yeah, Sinead is not wrong. I've been telling everyone for like the past kind of 2 weeks or so that it's my birthday. I'm like, guys, don't forget it's my birthday, so what you buy me? Especially my family. I'm like, guys, I'm back in the UK. Like, you got no excuse now. So much so, my mum's coming to see me. She's staying over the night. So good. Ipso saying, we have the sun, but not the air conditioning. Pool or all-inclusive bar. Yeah, that's it. Andy saying, but it's all about the all-inclusive hotel and swim-up bar, Sean, mate. It surely is. It really is. I actually wouldn't mind having one of those right here at the airport. Be amazing. Or even in my back garden. Andy saying, I think Big Jet TV are off to Toulouse this week for a stream. Are they really? Wowzers. Fair play to Jerry. He's been doing well getting back in the driver's seat of his streams after his surgery. Yeah, he's been doing well. Fair play to him. It's been hot too, so I can only imagine, you know, with how he's feeling and his heart conditions and that. Yeah, I can only imagine with his heart conditions and, you know, recovering from his surgery that, you know, that must be hard. But he's been doing well, so fair play to him. I know he loves going to Toulouse, so it'll be good to see him back out there. Gorgeous Airbus A320 from EasyJet heading out to Geneva was our departure right there. Got a couple of milestones to catch up on as well there in the chat too. But let's spin around and get eyes on our next departure, which is our Jet 2 Boeing 737 heading out to Fuerteventura in the holiday livery. Wowzers, got quite a few gifted memberships to catch up on as well. Thank you, everybody. We've been franked by Mrs. Christine Frank and Franksy and Victoria Flyer as well. So good. Thank you, everybody. But first up, Ian Finlay coming in and celebrating a 2-month membership milestone in the ground crew tier, saying, morning all, good morning Ian, good to see you my friend, hope you are doing well. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. And then we've well and truly been franked as well. Franksy NZ dropping in 5 gifted memberships there. Franksy, good to see you, buddy. All rise, Franksy's in the house, eh? Franksy, thank you so much for your ongoing and continued support. Another 5 Sky Squad TV memberships dropped in on this week's stream, and then paired by his wonderful partner Christine, one of our amazing super mods there in the chat, dropping in 5 gifted memberships as well as this gorgeous Jet 2 bonus 737 of parts. See what I mean by how much longer it takes for those Boeing 737s to rotate and actually get up off the ground. That was near enough a full length rollout of that Boeing 737, and it stays low for us as well. Takes a while to get up and out once that nose rotates. So different to the Airbuses. Needs to do a bit of research to see if that's to see why that is. Talking about the 737s, our Ryanair Boeing 737s should be arriving very shortly. Lots of dog walkers out already this morning, making the most of the cooler morning with that slight breeze coming through. And for those of you who want to see what's happening behind the scenes as well, we are running the behind the scenes live stream via our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, which you can go and watch right now if you wish to see what's happening behind the scenes. But I want to say thank you everybody again for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Internet seems to be a little bit patchy this morning. Everything looking good for you guys on the stream there? Everything still running pretty well? But yeah, internet seems to be a bit patchy this morning. Francis Wait saying all the free, Sean. That's not a milestone low. It's so good. Hey. Oh, Telly's there in the chat. Good to see you, Telly. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. And big shout out to Victoria Flyer, one of our other awesome super mods there in the chat, dropping in 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much to Mr. and Mrs. Franksy and Hayden, aka Victoria Flyer, dropping in some gifted memberships there. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate you. Amazing support. Ryanair on approach into Bristol onto runway 09. Our first arrival of the morning coming in, which you lovely people will be able to see in just a moment. It's so good to have so many of you joining in, and so good to have so many of you accepting and being gifted some amazing excuse me, some amazing gifted memberships there from some of the incredible people. Jackie's in the chat. Good morning, Jackie. Hope you're doing well. Gooseman Aviation, I just saw this same plane type and same airline on another stream. Awesome. Ipso saying that Jet 2 do a derated takeoff, same at Manchester. Okay, cool. Anthony's saying Sean put it down to the weather. Telly saying nice bit of shrubbery on the behind the scenes. Yeah, just a bit. A lot of shrubbery. Gorgeous Airbus A380 going to be flying over. British Airways going to be flying over us very soon. Aviation Pete's there in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Ryanair coming in. Our first arrival on our reverse op show 09. Big old ball of blurriness up there with the sun beaming on it. Coming in from Dublin, Boeing 737 MAX 8-200, and the wonderful, another awesome super mod, Ipso, dropping in 5 gifted memberships on this morning's live stream as well. Ipso, thank you so much, my friend, for dropping in 5 gifted memberships there. Wowzers. So many new members, we would have well and truly been able to have unlocked a new emoji. So I will make sure I try my best to lock that new emoji slot in. Bit of a shame this Boeing 737 is coming in whilst the Airbus A380 is flying over, but once again, as mentioned, got no real visual on it. It's an exceptionally clear day, but it's quite hazy. Whoa. Ryanair dropping that nose down hard. Ryanair dropping the nose down very, very hard. Gorgeous arrival though from the Boeing 737 coming in from Dublin. Yeah, wow, can't see anything up there. I can hear it. I can hear the Airbus A380, but I can't see it. Yeah, I can hear it, but I can't see it, man. That's crazy. British Airways Airbus A380 heading into London Heathrow, I assume, coming down, sitting at 22,800 feet. But there's our first arrival of the day. Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in from Dublin, max 8-200. Looking gorgeous in this morning light, and wowzers. Francis Waite coming in, dropping 10 gifted memberships. Man, you guys have been incredibly generous in the chat so far this morning. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for your ongoing and continued support of Sky Squad TV. The other cool thing is as well, guys, we are coming up to the 2-year, and if I can locate it, gosh, it's hard to see. There it is. Lost it. From Ipso's neck of the wood, Boeing 737 flying over from Manchester. As mentioned, look, you can see there's like hardly any moisture at all up in the air, so it's proving a bit difficult to locate them unless I get a reflection on the fuselage from the sun. Usually you can see the vapor trails from the engines, which allows me to like follow it and be able to zoom in on it nice and easily. But here we go, this guy, Manchester to Parma in a snow white livery. This must be a bit of a lease plane for TUI. Full white livery on that Boeing 737. Ipso, do you know anything about this guy from Manchester? Do you know anything why it's in a all white livery? We lost it there into the haze. All right, we'll say goodbye to it, but we lost it there into the haze for the time being. We do have our Ryanair. Man, I've got to catch up. You guys have dropped in some more gifted memberships. Wow. Yeah, we might go and do an early morning live stream from London Heathrow for our 2-year anniversary. Aviation Pete, good morning, my friend. Wowzers, dropping in 20 Sky Squad TV gifted memberships. Pete, far out, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, we've got a gorgeous little private jet. Gorgeous little private jet pinging up on radar. There's the tail there. Gulfstream G700. Hey, is this one of Dyson's planes coming out to play? It is too. James Dyson's Gulfstream G700 pinging up on radar. Aviation Pete, thank you so much, my friend. Gifting 20 Sky Squad TV memberships. Wowzers, oh wowzers, oh wowzers. Anthony saying we've got another fuel tanker in Royal Portbury Dock and it came from the USA. Did it really? Wow, James Dyson's Gulfstream G700 backtracking up runway 29 is going to be our next departure by the looks of it out of Bristol Airport. Gorgeous, gorgeous private jet. We featured his jets once before on the channel here during one of our rooftop live streams. Francis, yeah, our family holidays at the moment are based predominantly in the UK. We're making the most of it. We are making the most of the weather here in the UK and getting around and getting to some places in the UK that we didn't have the opportunity to get to before. So yeah, we're definitely definitely making the most of being out in the UK doing holidays from there. And yes, we will get up to Scotland, and I will be taking the streaming gear because I want to do a live stream from Edinburgh. I want to. Wow, Glenn Mullen as well, dropping in 5 gifted memberships too. Glenn, thank you so much, my friend. Dropping in 5 gifted memberships. You guys have been incredibly generous in today's live stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. James Dyson's Gulfstream G700 is going to be our next departure. This is a gorgeous plane. We were able to get up close and personal to this guy. Probably heading out to America this morning, I would say. Going to get an ISO recording of this one. Yeah, it's going to be our next departure. There we go, going up to the threshold and turning point of a runway 09 here this morning. Beautiful. Here we go. Going to be coming right over the top of our head as well. Scotty's in the chat. Oh, Brian. Good to see you, Brian. Saying, oi, oi, what's happening here, Sean? Thanks for streaming. Francis and Christine, Frank, Pete and Trish. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Brian. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Lovely to have you here in the chat. Ben, good to see you. Most likely a leased aircraft. Yeah, most likely. Were you? Assuming you're saying that towards the Boeing 737 that was flying over from TUI in the naked white livery there. Hey, Francis Waite saying, "Yee, James Dyson needs no introduction to engines." Very true, my friend. Here we go. James Dyson's Gulfstream G700 departing Bristol Airport using runway 09 this morning. Gorgeous Gulfstream G700. Already rotated. Wow, this guy's going to go high. Steep climb for this guy. Yep. Wowzers. So steep. Wow, that used absolutely no runway at all. What a early rotation and steep climb that was. Apologies guys, not being able to get that, but that went incredibly vertical. Well and truly past the vertical point of my tripod anyway. Wow. Mate, they didn't even need to go all the way to the end of 09. They could have just got to the halfway point and just, you know, let it rip and just go for it. Gorgeous. Will fly well. Beautiful Gulfstream G700. Fly well. All right, here we go. Our next departure is a Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX 8 200. Going to be heading out to Future Ventura. Brand new, registered to a Ryanair in September 2025. Daryl's there in the chat as well, saying morning Sean and Mods, loving the stream. Keep up the great work as well, my friend. Happy birthday for Tuesday. Good on you, Daryl. Thank you so much. Yeah, Francis, eh? Mind you, look on the packaging when you buy a new machine made in China. Francis, you sound like my dad. Brian, yes, we will, mate. Thank you so much. Definitely keeping cool. The main person I'm trying to keep cool is my 15-month-old toddler. He's been doing so well, though. Beautiful departure there from the Ryanair Boeing 737 out the door off to Future Ventura this morning. Another big popular holiday destination for the English people. Sinead and Mum, have we been to Future Ventura as a family? Remind me in the chat there. But once again, so good to see so many of you tuning in. Welcome to Sky Squad TV live from Bristol Airport, our home base. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are enjoying the show so far this morning on our reverse ops show. Absolutely amazing. It's always a treat when reverse ops is in action here at the airport, because we get some absolutely gorgeous views of these planes departing straight overhead, as you just saw there with the Gulfstream G700 departing overhead but going steep as well. France is saying that the glimmer is beautiful. Yeah, the lighting this morning is just absolutely sensational. And yeah, thank everybody for hitting the like button so far on this morning's live stream. We've blasted through 100 likes already, so thank you guys. Really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Keep going on those likes. The more you lovely people. And of course, it's always... Yeah, I remember that, Sinead. They booked us into the adults only hotel and we were swiftly moved on the next day. True. I remember that. Your memory's pretty good, eh? Yeah, I remember that being booked into the adults only hotel. Wow, so that sun has definitely risen right into an awkward spot for our shots there. And of course, everybody, keep your eyes on your favorite flight radar app and let me know if there's any cool things coming above that I may or may not miss. And if we've got the opportunity to see it or to point the camera at it and zoom in, then we will, of course. As mentioned, can't see everything 100% because the haze and where the sun is sitting at the moment here at the airport is making it a little bit difficult to see things very far in the distance. Next A320 EasyJet heading out the door is off to Nice 214 variant as well. Tracy, make sure to hit the like button an odd number of times. So good. Oh, my mum there in the chat saying I've been there with Bridie. Brian asking me how far is Bristol Airport from where you're living, Sean? It's at the time of the mornings that I drive to the airport. So when I leave my house just after 5 a.m. in the airport to come out and do the excuse me, do the 6 a.m. starts for the stream, it's about a 35-minute drive on a bit more of like a kind of rush hour, if you like, because it's very rural, the roads that I take. The longest it's ever taken me to drive from my house to Bristol Airport is about 45 minutes, but usually it's about half an hour, 35-minute drive. So yeah, not too far, my friend, not too far. And also, beautiful drive through the Somerset countryside as well, so gorgeous drive out to the airport. Always a pleasure to drive out to the airport and back home, of course, especially when the weather's like this too. Views are just sensational. Look at that, lose it into the big old ball of light that is the sun. Big ball of fire. (7:10) local time and it's feeling lovely and warm already. Going to be a gorgeous day, guys. Going to be a fantastic day. But there we go, beautiful EasyJet A320 out the door, off to Nice 214 variant, 8 years old in the EasyJet fleet. As we line up with our next departure, sitting pretty at the top of runway 09, looks like a TUI Boeing 737 is going to be coming towards us, heading out to Rue this morning. Yeah, Brian, no worries at all. Ian saying the white TUI, which we just seen, is an ex-Ryanair. I believe they have two in white only. I flew in KF and noticed that it had aircraft-specific flight safety cards. The registration was written on it. Good on you, Ian. That's awesome. I didn't know they were leasing aircraft from Ryanair. It's pretty cool. TUI coming towards us. Registration G Tump. I love it. I love the registrations that TUI chooses for their planes. It's so cool. Heading out to Rue. Brian, yeah, nice. Yeah, from where I live, if I was to drive to London Heathrow on a good run, it would take me about an hour and 40 minutes to drive from Bath to London Heathrow Airport, if I wanted to. But for the most part, when I go back to visit the family in the London area, that's why we go to Heathrow. If If the weather's right, we could always go and do a Gatwick stream sometime soon as well. Sinead hasn't been to Gatwick, and I've only been to Gatwick once for a stream. Gorgeous departure from the Boeing 737, as mentioned, heading out to Rue this morning. Just gliding through, looking glorious, eh? Looking absolutely sensational. As our next set of departures makes their way up to runway 09. I feel like there's a couple of delays this morning, which is quite ironic, really. I know we had the Gulfstream G700 go out, which would have not been like 100% set departure. But yeah, I feel like there's a couple of delays already this morning, which is quite ironic, really. With how nice the weather is, you would have thought that there'll be no delays. Marcel's there in the chat. Good morning, Marcel. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Anthony saying there was something going on at Bristol Airport yesterday with delays getting there. Delays getting there, what, on the road or delays to flights? Oh, that A320. I'm just looking on radar. There's an A320 flying over, but it's a bit too far away for me to try and get it. Virgin Dreamliner flying over as well to Heathrow. But once again, where the sun is sitting is in a very awkward position. And as mentioned, because there's not much moisture at all, I'm not seeing any vapor trails. Not seeing any vapor trails to give me like a kind of reference point as to where they are. All right, so Ryanair, Boeing 737 is taxiing up to the active runway 09, of course. Anthony saying I went on a Virgin 747 from Gatwick to the USA. Wowzers. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I got to fly, had the pleasure, I think I've mentioned it a few times actually across the stream, but I had the pleasure of flying on a British Airways 747 actually, from London Heathrow to JFK, New York, when my mum took me to New York quite a few years ago. And they were still flying their 747s back then. It was amazing. France is asking if I know anyone that went to Silverstone last week. No, I don't actually, Francis, to be fair. Tracy's out the door. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. Lovely to see you. Great to one Sky Squad TV membership there. Good on you, Brian. Thank you so much, my friend, and welcome to the lucky recipient today. You guys have been very generous with your fantastic Sky Squad TV gifted memberships today. We've had so many new members join just through the gifts that have been given across today's live stream. So thank you, everybody. Absolutely amazing support. It means a lot. It truly does. Brian, last time I gifted myself, do you remember that? Yeah, I surely do, mate. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. It's always funny when that happens, eh? When people try and do like a gifted membership train that we had just earlier on in the stream, and then they end up gifting themselves. I think I did that once on one of Kev's streams, aka Wellington Flights Live, of course. I think I dropped in a couple of gifted memberships once, and yeah, I ended up gifting myself. So good. And also Marcel dropping in a membership milestone, celebrating 6 months in the ground crew membership tier. Thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate that support. Ryanair, Boeing 737 blasting towards us, heading out to Marseille. Marseille this morning. Here we go. Francis, we're on the road to 7K subscribers. We rolled over 6,000 fully organically grown subscribers on last week's live stream, which was an absolutely incredible milestone. So thank you once again, everybody, for that milestone as well. Been able to do that. Just under 2 years of streaming is amazing. Gorgeous departure there from the Ryanair 737. Full noise on the engines there. They let those guys rip for this morning. Wowzers. Yep, well and truly gone into the sun there. Wow, cannot see that guy at all. There it is. Whee! Sheesh, man, that sun is well and truly in the wrong place at this current moment in time. But yeah, road to 7,000 subscribers, eh? Yeah, as mentioned, thank you everybody. We hit through 6,000 subscribers on last week's live stream, which is incredible. As mentioned, fully organically grown on this channel. No way, shape or form. Those numbers are fully organic. In no way, shape or form been paid for anything or come off the back of a pre-existing channel. All right, here we go. Next departure, EasyJet A320 heading out the door off the Split. In Croatia, I believe. So much bird life hanging around the airport this morning. It's crazy. Probably going to lose this one into the sun as well at some point soon. Mum said no to Silverstone for anyone. Mum said no to Silverstone for knowing anyone, but Michaela's claim to fame was she was in the same class at school as Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, she surely was. She's been using that claim to fame for quite a while. Airbus A320 heading out to Split. Go on, climb up above the sun, climb up above the sun. No, lost it again, look. Have to zoom out and then zoom back in again just so I can get a location on it on the viewfinder. Yeah, my sister went to school with Lewis Hamilton. How good's that, eh? We can say that we all went to the same school as Lewis Hamilton. All right, next A320 Neo lining up on runway 09. Francis saying, Sean, I remember James now on OPN. Yeah, how good. 01 Lawsda, good to see you, saying hi, new here. Do you set up at the spotters area on Cook's Bridle Path when runway 09 is in use? No, I do not. On Cook's Bridle Path. I've always known that as Winter's Lane. I've never heard of the Cook's Bridle Path before. You'll have to let me know where that is. And is it raised up above the fence? I've heard of Winter's Lane. I'm hoping to get around to Winter's Lane, but I don't have a platform system at the moment for my own personal car to allow me to stand up on top of the car. It's something that I want to purchase in the near future, so I can get a platform set up on my car so I can go to Winter's Lane and do streams from there above the fence line. But no, I haven't heard of Cook's Bridle Path. You'll have to let me know where that is. And is it raised? Is there like a mound or something to stand on? There's the sun. Apologies about that sun shot there, guys. There's not really much I can do about that. All right, next departure, Jet 2 in the .com livery, lining up onto runway 09, going to be heading out the door to Alicante this morning. Hey Brian, are you gonna do the Project Sunrise flight on the new A350 1000 ultra long range? Paul, good morning, good to see you. Saying hello, good to see you back at Bristol. Looks like another beautiful AM there. Wow, the noises when the aircraft fly is insane. How are you, buddy? I'm doing well, thank you, Paul. Doing very well. Yeah, we are treated today, reverse ops today. Runway 09 is in action. Doesn't happen too often here at Bristol Airport, the runway 09 is in action. But yeah, when it is, it's always a treat. Get some beautiful views, of course, of them flying directly overhead. And as you say, the noise, because they're right there for us, is just insane. Jet 2 standing a little bit lower for us. We can keep it in sight as it skims past the sunshine there. Look at that, beautiful. Hey? Gorgeous. Boeing 737, of course, Jet 2 in the .com livery, the grey and red livery, of course. They also have the holiday livery, which is my favourite of theirs. The white livery with the big old sunshine painted on the back of the tail. Painted onto the tail at the back of the plane, I was meant to say, sorry. This particular Boeing 737 from Jet 2, 9 years old in the fleet, registered to them in February 2017. And our next departure is an EasyJet A320 heading out to Belfast. Definitely quite a few delays on some of these departures. Some of these guys should have already been out the door by now. But Paul, yeah, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's great to be back at Bristol. Good to be home. It's a pleasure to be hosting you here this morning as well, my friend. Hope you're well. Excuse me. Haha, Ian, if you don't want the sun, send it up to Edinburgh. We're currently under fog. No, are you really? Sheesh. Brian saying 59 days to go, Sean, until I fly on my first A350 to Hong Kong, visiting Kai Tak checkerboard viewing area, then onwards to China for 2 weeks before Japan for another week before heading home. Brian, wowzers, mate. Incredible. Hey. Oh, Brian, incredibly jealous about your Kai Tak. Make sure you post some pictures, eh? I'm assuming you'll put them into Waz's Discord, eh? Hey Brian, if you're not ready, come be part of the Sky Squad TV Discord server as well. You can pop some pictures in there. I know we'd love to see them. I would. And I know that many others would as well, especially of the Kai Tak viewing area. Wow, man. That would be insane. What a trip though, mate. That sounds incredible. I went to Japan a couple of years back and it was absolutely insane. Probably one of the best holidays I think I've had in a long time, for different reasons though, you know. Like it was still quite hot, which is fantastic. We went in October, I believe, so it was still quite hot, which was nice. But just for like history, just for touring around the towns and the cities, and just experiencing Japan, like such a mega country, and such a mega, like, incredibly advanced country as well. It was insane. Like, it was so cool, man. Yeah, I'd go back in a heartbeat. I really would. I'd go back in a heartbeat. So TUI Boeing 737 up to, looks like they've been pushed back, waiting to be given clearance. They're going to be our next departure. First in line. And then EasyJet coming up behind it as well. EasyJet A320 Neo. Looks like surely they can't depart from there. But interesting use of the taxiway there from the ATC to get EasyJet to go down that taxiway there. I can't remember what taxiway number that is. Brighton, yeah, it'd be so expensive, man. It'll be so expensive. I know it will be. It'll be awesome though. It'd be like an incredible experience, and yeah, backtracking. It's out the door, the A320 Neo. Oh, what's that guy over there in the distance? Where are you? Something flying over in the distance, but I can't locate it. A couple of trails up there, but where are you, buddy? No, can't locate it. Oh, come on. Where are you? Nah, we'll let it go. So crazy, eh? Clear sky, but so hard to locate it, especially on the tiny little viewfinder anyway. Jet 2 A330, oh, is it? Yeah, cool. So hard to locate it on the tiny little viewfinder. All right, waiting for our A320 Neo 251 variant to be heading out to Venice. EasyJet, 7 years old in the EasyJet fleet. All the dog walkers out this morning, eh? Looking good, looking good. It's a beautiful morning to be out and about. Beautiful morning to be out and about. Brian saying the PA Air Show coming up first on the 14th of August, and then the Sid Squad party. Good on you. Yeah, so good. Paul saying I've only seen videos and pictures of what the QFA 350 long range will look like, and I'm excited. So am I, Paul. Actually, I'm very excited. Such a incredibly hey pup. Such an incredibly cool milestone in aviation history to be able to get a plane specifically built for that route. Directly from London Heathrow to Sydney. Major, like absolutely insane. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool though. Yeah, A350 ultra long range. 20, I believe it's 21 hours of flight time, right? 21 hours of flight time, I believe it is. But one and done. You get on at Heathrow, you get off at Sydney. You get on at Sydney, you get off at Heathrow. Unreal. Oh, it's such a cool shot, which I probably would not be able to get. Happening right now is a TUI Dreamliner flying over, and then there's another little guy underneath it as well. But man, it's so hard to locate them. Anyway, our A320 Neo is going to be out the door. Heading out to Venice this morning, EasyJet A320 Neo. Here we go, coming right overhead. Nice and loud. Reverse ops this morning, of course. Beautiful. Amazing, so nice. I love reverse ops at Bristol, man. Wow. The scenes are just unreal. But yeah, we've got a gorgeous TUI Boeing 787 flying over. I was trying to line up that shot for you guys, but I know it sounds really weird, but like the clearer the sky, the harder it is to locate them when they're high. Depends on if you get like a real nice lighting shot. All right, next departure, TUI Boeing 737 MAX 8 heading out to Verona this morning, according to the flight radar, lined up on runway 09 as we speak. There it is. But once again, good morning everybody, lovely to see you. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream. It is a pleasure to have you with us today. And if you haven't already, then please do hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you wish to see what's happening behind the scenes as well, I've got a behind the scenes live stream running over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. So head on over if you so wish to check it out and see what we're up to behind the scenes there. You've got a cool arrivals and departures board overlay there that shows you what is coming and going in and out of Bristol Airport as we speak and as we show it here on the main live stream as well. Anthony asking, so how old will you be on Tuesday, Sean? I'll be 33 years young on Tuesday, my friend. Or if I was to say that in with the Irish side of my family, I'll be 33 years young. Gorgeous departure from the TUI Boeing 737. Look at that. Wow. I love it. I love it with the 737s because they just stay lower. As Ipso said earlier with the Jet 2s, the decreased climbing rate on the climb out, of course, after the rotation. Look at this. Look at the shine on the wings there. Wow, just insane. Amazing. It's beautiful, beautiful scenes this morning. We're lucky here at Bristol. We are very lucky to get the views that we get, to get the areas that we get as well. We are very lucky to have it. I know there's people not in support of the expansion, but man alive, like when it happens, man, and we get even more awesome new planes to be enjoying and watching, not just our typical flurry of 320s, 737s and 321s, it's going to be amazing. Our Aer Lingus ATR 72-600, nice weather just like we've got today as well. 20. CO engine's going to be nice and loud as it comes over. Amazing. Look at the glare on the wings as well, eh? Just incredible. But yeah, so our next arrival is our Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 coming in from Dublin this morning. We'll see it arrive and then we'll see it depart as well. Usually departs back to Dublin or sometimes departs back to Shannon. But we'll see it arrive and then we'll see it depart about an hour or so later. We should also have the Logan Air ATR 72-600 come in today as well, on its way in from Jersey, I believe it is. And then should head out back to Jersey by the time we finish up on today's live stream. Francis, I am correct, my friend. I am a Bastille Day. Wayne, good morning. Good to see ya. Manira, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Definitely getting those raw sounds, Sean. Good on ya. Official weatherman Josh saying, you're just a young whippersnapper, Sean, as we say down under. Very true, mate. Just a young whippersnapper. Don't feel it sometimes, to be fair. But very much a young whippersnapper. That A320 was heading out to Larnaca. Our next departure, oh, wrong one, is our Jet 2 that we're looking at right now, coming down runway 09, heading out to Malaga this morning. Boeing 737. Anthony, I'm 70 now and still loving aircrafts and big ships. Good on you, mate. That's the way. Mate, everyone has to have a hobby. Everyone has to have something that they can sink their teeth into, keep the brain ticking over, keep the heart ticking over, keep bringing out a bit of happiness coming through. Keeps us all young, eh? Keeps us all feeling young, buddy. Keeps us all connected together as well, which is amazing. It's what it's all about here on Sky Squad TV. Look at that. What a scene, eh? Gorgeous. And welcome to everybody that's just recently joined in with us this morning. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel. Hope you are doing well. We are on reverse ops here at Bristol Airport. Runway 09 is in action, which doesn't happen too often here at Bristol, but when it does, as mentioned quite a few times this morning, it's always a treat. All right, our ATR, Aer Lingus ATR 72-600, very much on downwind on final approach. We won't zoom in just yet because it is still quite far away and we won't get that much of a good visual on it, but when it gets closer, I'll of course zoom in and we'll get a nice visual on that ATR coming into land. Here into Bristol, you might actually be able to get a good view on it, to be fair. It's a little bit closer than I thought. I know, a little bit blurry, but it'll come into focus for us shortly. Right now on the pushback as well, a couple of A320s are waiting for this Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 to arrive. Let's go Aer Lingus, there we go, coming into focus for us now. Anthony, no wonder you don't need tenor being so young. Steady on there, Anthony. Steady on, mate. Paul saying, popping out. If I don't manage to pop back in, I'll say bye for now. Awesome show, Sean. Keep it up. I'm loving it. Good on you, mate. Have a great weekend and for the week ahead, and have a great birthday. Thank you so much, Paul. Really do appreciate the kind words there, my friend. Hey, Was Radio in the chat. Good to see you, Was. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hey, Was, we used one of your awesome voice clips for our intro on today's live stream. Got some good feedback from everybody watching, so thank you, Was. A little bit of crabbing going on the ATR, eh? Trying to keep that nose centered on the runway of 09. Lovely touchdown from the ATR. There it is. ATR 72-600 Aer Lingus arriving in from Dublin to Bristol Airport this morning. Oh, what's Aer Lingus up to? I track a little bit on the runway. At Zulu 4. So they landed, must not be that much of a heavy flight, but they landed perfectly. They landed perfectly there at the touchdown zone where they should be. Wowzers, look at this. You might be able to get a bit of a view of it in the distance, but EasyJet is lined up, and up there in the top left-hand corner of your screen is our next arrival. So EasyJet A321neo has to be foot down out the door very soon. Almost a turn and burn for the A321neo. That spacing's pretty good, but there it is, top left of your screen. And bottom right-hand side of your screen is our A321neo. Yeah, turn and burn, rolling out already. Caroline, sure, my name is grayed out. Is it? What do you mean? J Rose in the chat as well. Good to see you, buddy. Do you mean your Was Radio name is grayed out? Gorgeous departure from the 321neo, but we need to spin around and get eyes on our arrival, which is coming in very, very soon. Well and truly a short final for that next arrival coming in. That space was amazing from the tower. A320neo coming in from Glasgow. Easy 437. Oh, it's not your usual handle. That's weird. I'm hoping that they're flying the A330 Neos from Newcastle as he's travelling to Dalaman next May with Jet2. Hey, awesome. Hey, fingers crossed for you, mate. Yeah, Caroline, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely arrival there from the EasyJet A320neo coming in from Glasgow. Emily into the chat to let us know that is their plane that they're going to be on soon. I've pinned the message there from the other person, Emily, on the live chat, so that we're all aware that you'll be on this plane departing very soon. Anthony, I did. Sorry, my friend. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Saying, guess you missed me then, Sean. Saying hello. Now new there, my streamers. Sorry, mate. A lot going on at the moment. Hope you're doing well, though, Anthony. Hope you are doing well. Our next arrival is our Loganair ATR 72600. Another ATR coming in, which is probably going to land just before our Jet 2 in the holiday livery heads out the door off to Palma. Emily, yeah, no worries at all. Thank you so much for letting us know that you are going to be on this lovely EasyJet A320 Neo heading out to Glasgow. Fast turnaround, eh? You guys will be boarding pretty soon, I would imagine. Hey, Emily, what time is your scheduled departure? Was it 8:15 or something? But yeah, Loganair ATR 72600 is our next arrival. Time for a bit of a water break. I might have to put some sun cream on the back of my legs. Got shorts on. Talking about Jet A330s, here we go. Surely I can capture this one. Come on, buddy, where are you? Oh, there it is. Jet 2 A330, talking about them. Here's one right here. A330 flying from Manchester to Faro, sitting pretty at 31,000 feet right now. Still. Yeah, they've got 30 minutes to turn that EasyJet A320 Neo around. It's been done before. We've seen it. So someone start the timer right now. EasyJet have got 30 minutes. Well, EasyJet and Bristol Airport have got 30 minutes to turn that guy around. Going to say goodbye to our A330 as our Loganair ATR 72600 is on the approach. If Sean can locate it out there in the distance. $600 coming in. I'm at Jersey, 42-minute flight, of course. This must be a relatively new arrival and a relatively new flight for Bristol for a Saturday morning anyway. And yeah, the ATRs. I love seeing the ATRs over here in the UK, of course, become very fond of the ATR during my time spent living in New Zealand, of course. Air New Zealand 22600 and the Dash 8 as well. For their domestic flights, of course, Qantas don't use the ATRs, but Qantas do use the. Mum said she's been there to Jersey because her and Dad took the motorbike. Makes sense. Makes sense. Excuse me. Mate, that dry wind coming through is well and truly drying out my throat. Gonna have to keep the fluids up this morning. my throat. Gonna have to keep the fluids up this morning. Gorgeous rotation and departure from the Jet 2 holiday livery. Fantastic departure. Man, I love that holiday livery, I really do. Been saying it for so long, I really need to get myself a model of that plane. Maybe because it's my birthday on Tuesday, I'll treat myself to one. Amazing. Gorgeous departure. Up and out like a rocket. Right, next departure is going to be our Ryanair Boeing 737 heading out of the Tenerife this morning. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hitting the like button and getting us over 150. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. And there's so many people joining in with us this morning as well. So good to see you. Welcome to Sky Squad TV. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the content. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, please do hit the like button if you haven't already. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel. And of course, lets me know if you're having a good time watching. And lets YouTube know that this is a great live stream to be a part of and a great community as well. As we continue onwards here on our show today. Mum, settle down, settle down. Caroline, Sean, are you from Australia or New Zealand? I am born and bred in the UK, but then spent the last 9 years living in New Zealand. So I am a and New Zealand. Yes, I am a English and a Kiwi all at the same time, but I'd say more predominantly a Kiwi. That's my most recent place of living. But yeah, back in living in the UK for the next X amount of time, however long that may be. Gorgeous departure from the Ryanair 737. Wowzers, so good. So yeah, I've got a bit of a weird mixture of an accent going on. Of course, all of my fellow Aussies and my Kiwis would be like, you still sound like you're fresh off the boat. But all I get all the time, every day here in the UK is, so where are you from? I'm like, oh, for frick's sake. And now I'm from New Zealand. I'm like, yeah, I'm not from here. Probably how most people feel in the UK at the moment, I'd say, but we're not going to get into that. But yes, there we go. So next out the door, next departure is another Ryanair 737 MAX 8200 heading out to W. I'm talking to, I suppose, and it depends what I'm talking about a second, or some type of Kiwi accent anyway. Around my family for a period of time, then of course I'll end up slipping back into like a bit of a kind of North Hertfordshire, sort of North London accent. But then if I talk to my Aussie friends and my Kiwi friends, then yeah, well and truly go back into a Kiwi accent, that's for sure. Here we go, Ryanair Boeing 737 heading out the door off to Dublin. Anthony saying, Sean, I visited New Zealand last November. It was absolutely awesome, especially coming from a Lord of the Rings super geek. Yeah, nice. Mudda and a beer in the Green Dragon was my highlight. Get on ya. Yeah, awesome, eh? I take it you went to Hobbitville then? Just on the outside of Auckland? I never actually got to Hobbitville. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, not a super geek, but I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, but never really got around to like, not Hobbitville, Hobbiton, sorry. Hobbiton is what it's called, but Hobbitville. Yeah, never actually got around to any of that gear, but when I was living in Wellington, they filmed quite a few sections of all of the movies in the Hutt Valley, which is in Wellington. So there are a couple of elements that you could kind of get to, and you could go and see. But my good friend Steve Moore in the chat there lives in Wellington, and so yeah, he'll probably be able to tell you a little bit more about some of that gear as well. But yeah, pretty cool though, eh? I miss it, not gonna lie, I miss it. Is our TUI Boeing 737 taxiing up to the active. Our runway is 09 this morning, going to be heading. Carol Ann saying, being from the US, I've never heard anyone say good on ya. Yeah, that's a very hey, Francis and Brian, English kind of expression, eh? Good on ya. Good on you. Anything really. You can use it for anything. Hey, was Sean, just checked my membership and all seems okay. I upgraded to Copilot last month as well. Was radio seems to have changed for whatever reason. Yeah, I think YouTube has YouTube's doing some more. Yeah, I think it's annoyingly changed a couple of the usernames and YouTube handles and stuff and that again. So it's doing that annoying thing like it did a couple of months ago where it changed it for anything really. Andy Fishlock saying my mum is South African. On the phone to them, it's instant. You'll never lose the accent, Sean. Yeah, I don't think I will. But as I said, to my fellow Aussie and my fellow Kiwi friends, they're like, man, you sound like you're fresh off the boat. But then, yeah, to all of the English people, you know, it's just like, yeah, they constantly ask me, where are you from? Or it's just like, oh, it doesn't sound like you're from here. I'm on the back of my legs. Well, on my legs, I should say. Because the sun's getting me and it's got sun cream on. And nobody wants that. So, as you say in Kiwi land, slip, slop, slap is the expression that we use to try and, you know, get everyone out and about getting sun cream on. Andy, yeah, interesting. I live next to where I live at the moment. We've got a lovely older couple that live next door to us in Bath, and they are from South Africa as well. And ironically, I was talking to the guy that lives next door. Of course, he is South African, born in South Africa, but they moved over to New Zealand when they were young. And lived in Wellington for a couple of years, but then told me that his dad moved to South Africa because it wasn't hot enough. Funny, eh? Got my very good friend Tim, aka, you know, he's let me know quite a few times how hot it gets over there. But 737, it's sitting pretty at the turning point of runway is 09, going to be heading out to Rhodes very shortly. My mum was born in Belfast and she lived in Australia for 48 years and never lost her accent. To be fair, Francis, that doesn't surprise me because the Irish accent is so different to anything else, the same as the Scottish accent as well. Ireland and Scotland are such a strange accent, really, when you think about it. So, like, it doesn't surprise me that when Irish people and Scottish people move away from their countries of birth and go to places like Australia, like New Zealand, like America, where the accents are so different again, it doesn't surprise me that they don't actually lose their accent as much. Accents are crazy, eh? Accents are crazy. Like, you think about the UK as well, all the different accents in the UK, from Manchester to and then to Birmingham, and then to London, isn't it? And then you come here into Somerset in the West Country, and everybody sounds a little bit like they live on a farm in Somerset. Sounds different again. Like it's mad. And then there's like the Newcastle accent, and then there's Durham, and it's just crazy. So many accents. Like all the planes that we're looking at today, so many different styles of planes, A320s, Boeing 737s. No ground crew cars out and about, is there? This TUI 737's taken a while to depart. We're looking at today all the different models of 737s, 320s, 321s, ATRs, and what it's all about. It's beautiful. Here we go. TUI 37 on the move. Heading out the door, off to Rhodes this morning. Fries is saying she could easily turn it on when she wanted as well. Mad. Need to catch up in the chat there. Missed a couple of chats, but we'll catch up after this. Beautiful TUI 737 rotates out of Bristol Airport. Look at that. Gorgeous, eh? What a scene. Beautiful departure there from the TUI Boeing 737, heading out to Rhodes this morning. Just amazing, eh? Look at that, come on. Next departure is going to be an A320neo. Do have an arrival coming in, Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in from Valencia. Hour and 53 minutes of flight time so far. Spin around and get eyes on it just a moment where you can hear that like engine sound of that TUI 737 there in the distance as well. Mad. To do that, you know, we've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen before. All right, let me quickly catch up in the chat. Anthony saying, lol, Sean, yeah, hot enough is New Zealand, but bloody windy though. Yeah, very windy. Very windy. Carol Ann saying, New York is my original home, but now Southwest US. I've been to New York once, loved it. I want to go back again. I want to take my wife there. Carol Ann saying, yeah, the Scottish accent I cannot really understand. Yeah, most people can't, to be honest with you. Most people can't understand Scottish accent. I can't understand it for the most part. But get me talking to anybody that comes from Ireland, like my family and that, can understand every single word they say. Get me talking to a Scottish person, no idea. Absolutely no idea what they said. Such a different sound, such a different accent as well. Martin, good on ya. In Bristol with the Brizzle accent. Good on you, mate. In Somerset. In the West Country. Martin, good on you, buddy. I love it. Who knows? Maybe if I stay around in the West Country for long enough, I'll end up getting a West Country accent. So, I was kind of thinking if my boy ends up going to school here in the West Country, which he probably will do, I feel like he'll end up getting a bit of a West Country accent. Matt saying, I lived in Crawley for 35 years, now live in Balney. Thankfully lost my Crawley accent. Funny. Oh, floaty from Ryanair. Boom. Wow, not much of a flare at all, eh? Got it down onto the natural brow of the ramp, essentially, on runway 09. Mate, going to be hard on the anchors, man. These guys landed a touch late there. Danielle's Aviation's there in the chat. Good to see you, Danielle. Hope you're doing well. Ms. Wolves, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine. Martin Reed, good morning. Saying clock is ticking. Good morning from the other side of Bristol. Clock is well and truly ticking. Anthony saying, Scottish? Yeah, right. Try talking to a Geordie. Yeah, the Geordie accent's mad, eh? All of the accents across the UK are mad, to be honest with you. They're all a bit crazy. Ryanair coming in there from Valencia. Beautiful landing, though. Heavy, but beautiful. Typical Ryanair fashion, heavy on the rear wheels. Nice. Bit of smoke from those wheels as they touched down and started rotating. Martin, all you need to know in the West Country is how to drive a tractor. So good. How to drive a tractor and cultivate a field. Wowzers, so there we go. That EasyJet A320neo is pinging up on a radar showing from Bristol to Glasgow already. Of course, we've had a bit of a virtual clock ticking for that EasyJet A320 Neo. But yeah, good morning, Ms. Wolves. Good to see you. Lovely to have you joining in with us. Wayne, the Liverpool people sing when they talk to people. So good. Sing when they talk to people. A bit of vapor trail of that guy out there. Don't know what it is though. I think it was that heavy that came over. Yeah, Boeing 777, British Airways, JFK. A little bit too far away for me to get that, I think, for the time being. But yeah, we're eyes on though, guys. We're eyes on this A320 Neo. Doors are still open. They have, if they are going to be pushing back at 8:15, they have 7 minutes until they are meant to be pushing back for their departure slot, which is 8:15, a local time. PC12 pinging up on radar. You're heading out to Reykjavik. Probably pronouncing that incredibly wrong. Reykjavik, is that right? So good. But once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in on today's live stream. It's a pleasure to be hosting so many of you here today. And thank you for hitting the like button. Can we get to 200 likes on today's live stream in the hope that this Airbus A320 Neo pushes back at 8:15 on time? Let's give it a bit of encouragement, eh? To be pushed back on time. Look at the heat haze going across the runway there as well. Gosh, I can't wait to go flying again. It's been a while since I've been on a plane. Itching to get on a plane. Can't wait to go flying. Wayne, good on you. Ryanair still pinging on radar. We're just going to check to see if we've got any arrivals coming in. A350 flying over, Virgin from Boston to Heathrow. Over there in the distance, just breaking ground in the UK essentially. Oh, there it is. Am I going to be able to get that? I don't know. Let me see if I can try and line it up somehow. Oh, do you know what? I think I can. There it is. Virgin A350. Boston to London Heathrow. You can see the red wrap of the engines there. Oh, my tripod is as vertical as it can go. It can't go any more vertical than that. But there it is in the top of your screen there. I genuinely cannot go any more vertical than that on my tripod, so we'll have to wait for it to come back over. But we got a glimpse of it though. Caught a glimpse of it. But we are encouraging this A320 to depart on time. Oh, I see, look, now I've lost it into the haze. Now there it is there. Should we see if we can try and get it again? Where are you, mate? Wowzers, that's high. Nah, there's no way I'm going to be able to locate that guy. Nah. We'll let it go as a one-time. We managed to get it, though. We managed to get it. That was quite nice, to be fair. I just saw it caught the sun perfectly. I saw like a little glimpse of light come over there. When it's literally directly over the airport, that's when it's so much easier to locate. But then it gets, of course, closer to the sun on that particular route that A350 was doing, and then yeah, it just basically kind of beams itself right into the sun. Francis saying the airport is Keflavik. That's the one. I couldn't remember how it was pronounced, but yeah, Keflavik. That's the one. Right, whilst we are hanging out, waiting for our EasyJet A320 Neo to depart off to Glasgow. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. My name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. Hope you're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you here with us this morning. And we've had a great morning so far. Go for about another hour and 15 minutes. Go up until about 9:30, which is our usual time for streaming and what time we finish up as well here on today's live stream. But lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a pleasure to host you. We are reverse ops today as well, which is fantastic, of course. Reverse ops is in action, so which means runway 09 is in action, which is where all of our departures and arrivals are coming onto today. Usually runway 27 is in action, so they depart facing south, but today they are, of course, departing facing north and arriving facing north as well. So it's always a pleasure when that happens because, yeah, as mentioned before, it doesn't happen all too often, but when it does, it is amazing. So lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining in on today's live stream. Of course, as mentioned, we're not finished just yet. I'm just coming over to say hello to you lovely people. And yeah, I'm just going to catch up in the chat real quick as well. But yeah, honestly, guys, pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining in. As mentioned, we're out here until about 9:30 local time is when we usually finish up. I believe there is a PC-24 private jet that's meant to be arriving at about 9:30. I haven't checked Flight Radar to see if that's still coming or not, but beautiful PC-24. I've only ever seen one of those PCs. Only ever seen one PC-24, and that was in Queenstown, New Zealand, actually, basically this time last year. So yeah, but honestly, guys, thank you so much for joining in. It's been a pleasure to host so many of you, and thank you so much for hitting the like button, coming out close to 200 likes on today's live streams. That's amazing. And yeah, Bristol is our home airport here at Sky Squad TV for the time being. Of course, yeah, we love being out here at Bristol. We are running also a behind the scenes live stream as well over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. There's also extra content up there for you as well. That you can enjoy. Sky Squad TV Plus is the secondary channel for Sky Squad TV, where I'm going to be uploading more highlight content, more vlogs, more kind of like behind the scenes content as well, with the behind the scenes streams as well. Still kind of contemplating whether I still run the behind the scenes live stream on the Plus channel or bring the behind the scenes live stream over here onto the main channel. I'm not too sure. I was going to think about doing some polls during the week on that to kind of get your user feedback, whether the behind the scenes live stream should be on the Plus channel or over here on the main channel, and keep the Sky Squad TV Plus channel as a highlight content channel. But maybe we can do some polls and some more user feedback later on down the line as well. But yeah, honestly, go check that out if you wish to. Subscribe to that channel as well. There's some awesome extra content up there. I did a vlog from Sandown Airport, which those of you would have seen here on the main channel as well, but I put it live first of all on the Sky Squad TV Plus channel, and yeah, that's been going really well. So yeah, was in the Isle of Wight a couple of weeks ago on a family holiday, and yeah, took the camera, took the streaming gear, because then I was going to be going on to London after that holiday, and we did a Heathrow stream. So I took the camera and the streaming gear, and yeah, we got to go and spend a couple of hours on Father's Day here in the UK. Got to go and spend a couple of hours at Sandown Airport in the Isle of Wight. So I did a cool vlog of that, pieced it all together. It's about a 12-minute video that's live here on the Sky Squad TV channel and the Sky Squad TV Plus channel. So definitely go and check that out. Have a bit of an insight into Sandown Airport and the beautiful micro lights, the lightweights, and the single props and double props that fly in and out of Sandown Airport. And it's really got me thinking, because there's a flight school there as well. And for those of you that have been a part of the channel for a while, whilst I was living over in New Zealand, I was lucky enough to be gifted a flight lesson, and so I redeemed the voucher for the flight lesson, and ever since then I just haven't been able to get it out of my head that I should go and do my PPL license, so go and get my private pilot's license. And if I've read the information correctly, at Sandown Airport in the Isle of Wight, it's £1,500 to do your flight lessons to begin your PPL license, or to actually get your PPL license. So yeah, £1,500 and you can go and get your PPL license via flying at Sandown Airport in the Isle of Wight. So yeah, pretty amazing. So definitely need to go and check that out, because yeah, I've been wanting to do my PPL license for a while, ever since I was able to redeem that voucher. Was able to redeem that voucher. So yeah, who knows? Watch this space, guys. Sky Squad TV Plus might be the channel where I go and put oh, I can hear a helicopter, where I can go and put some vlogs if I ever get the time and the opportunity to go and do my PPL license, which I think would be absolutely amazing if I can go and do that. So yeah, honestly, it'd be amazing. Carol Ann saying, nice hoodie there. Good on you, Carol Ann. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sky Squad TV hoodie. You can go and get those from the official merchandise store at skysquadtv.com. I'm just going to zoom out of here because we've got this EasyJet that's been pushed back. So you can have that in your top left-hand corner. Is that a one that's heading off to Glasgow? No, Edinburgh, and then the one next to it's Glasgow. This one we're looking at right now is the one that's heading off to Edinburgh. But yeah, might go and try and look into my PPL license, my private pilot's license, and we can go and do some cool content and vlogs. And if I ever pass and I'm able to go flying, then I can take all my camera gear with me and we can do some awesome vlogs of me flying in and out of awesome little private airports. The cool thing about Sandown Airport is that it's a grass strip as well, and it's got quite a cool World War II history in the back end of it. So definitely go and check out that video if you haven't already. Pretty cool vlog available here on the channel, on the Sky Squad TV Plus channel as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Good on you, Telly, coming in with the merchandise there. Steve Beekow's in the chat. Good to see you, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Jumper Collins has just joined us too. Michelle's joined us as well. Hope you're doing well. France is asking, did you go on the famous railway shore? No, we didn't actually, Francis. We're going to add that to the list for the next time we go. The beautiful thing about the Isle of Wight is that it's so easy to get to and so easy to travel to that we didn't want to do it all in one go, because there's so much that you can do in the Isle of Wight. We didn't want to do it all in one go. So we thought that we would make a list of places that we didn't get to this time around, because we were just taking it as a really easy going family holiday, enjoy some time together, enjoy being in the sunshine, enjoy being back by the ocean, which was amazing, especially coming from living in New Zealand and being so close to the ocean every single day. Being back by the ocean again was just an incredible experience and felt so nice to be back. But we've got a long list of things that we want to go and do the next time that we get down there. So yeah, Telly, don't worry, I've got my sun cream with me. I've got sun cream on, so don't worry about that. Jumper Collins saying, kia ora from a chilly Christchurch. Forecast is to get down to -3 degrees Celsius tonight and a high of 9 degrees tomorrow. Still, that's warmer than Twizel, where they're expecting a -9 degrees tonight and a high tomorrow of 0. Crazy. Crazy. Carol Ann's off to sleep. Good on you, Carol Ann. Thank you so much. Was radio, yeah, don't tempt me, buddy. I'm talking to Mike and Kevin at the moment, and they're tempting me to come over to Australia for Spotterfest 2027. Mate, I'm keen, I'm keen on that Qantas A350 1000 ultra long range directly from London Heathrow to Sydney. I'm keen, buddy. I'm very, very keen to come over and join you lovely people at Spotterfest 2027. I'm very keen. Be amazing, honestly, it would be. Steve Beakow, good morning, Sean and everyone. It's raining here in Edinburgh. No way. What? No way. Ipso saying PC24 is due in, but it hasn't left France yet. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we probably won't see that, to be fair. Hannah, good morning, Hannah. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you with us this morning, Hannah. Pleasure is all mine to host you and Frankie. Hope you're both doing well. Lovely to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mate, you are there if the missus allows it. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of trying to see if I can sell a family holiday to Sydney to Mrs. Sky Squad TV. hopefully she will agree. But let's go and get eyes on our A320 that is taxiing now here at Bristol. Going to be heading out to Edinburgh. Honestly, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Project Sunrise to get Sean over to Spotterfest 2027. Honestly, I'd love to. Especially Spotterfest 2027. I miss Spotterfest 2025 for a very valid reason, of course, and a very incredible reason, because it was the week that my son was born. Spotterfest 2025 fell on, so there was no way on earth I was going to be traveling anywhere, because it was the week that my son was born. Honestly, I'd love to get over. I'd love to get to Spotterfest 2027. Maybe I can make it happen. Who knows, Maybe I can make it happen. Spotterfest 2027, because I need to tick doing a live stream from Sydney Airport off of the list, and Brisbane and Melbourne. And hopefully, you know, if I'm able to get to Brisbane, then I can meet James and Maddie from OPN. You know, I've already had the pleasure of meeting Kurt from Sid Squad when he came over to Christchurch. And then, of course, meet all the other awesome streamers, Melbourne Flyer and all those guys from Melbourne. And, of course, Pete and the crew from Adelaide in plain sight as well. Many others. I'd love to be able to get the opportunity to meet. So hopefully soon, guys. Hopefully soon. Never say never. Yeah, temperature's rising. Still got that nice breeze here. Still got that nice breeze here at Bristol Airport though, so it's making it just that little bit easier to handle for the time being. Keeping all the gear nice and cool as well, which is an important factor for myself today. Hence why we come out and do the early morning shows. Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 on the pushback. Engine 1 powered up already. Looks like the Logan Air ATR 72-600 is also pinging up on radar, so it'll probably be pushed back very soon as well. Their engine's already running, so they're probably just going to do a they're probably just going to taxi out themselves, to be honest with you, by the looks of it. Power set already, and they'll just taxi out to the active. Aviation Pete saying, will be great to see you here in the land down under. Yeah, surely will, mate. Be great to meet you as well. Be great to meet Brian to Warp Radio and that at the same time as well. So yeah, just be great to meet all of you. It really would be great to meet all of my Aussie fans that I haven't had the chance to meet yet. You know, I've only been able to put a face to a name over a picture through YouTube, through Discord, that as well. So yeah, honestly, it'd be great to meet many of you guys. And just be very good to get back to Australia, eh? Baby Bus A319 is our next arrival, coming in from Alicante. Going to be coming in very soon. JetBlue A321 Neo flying over from New York. JFK. Never say never, guys. If I can make it happen, then I will. France is saying the first aircraft is going to be called Vega. And Was Radio saying, Sky Squad TV, it is an A350 1000 ultra long range with your name on it. Surely is, mate. I wonder how much it'll be to fly business class. I dread to think. I dread to think how much it'll be to fly business class on that guy. I have to say, though, the economy class offering on Qantas A350 ultra long range looks incredible. It's also amazing to know that that beautiful plane is doing the rounds here in the UK, going back and forth to Cardiff Airport for engine testing and other things like that as well. So it's incredible to see that. Mate, no worries, Wayne. Good on you, mate. Saying, okay, Sean, I'm going to head back to bed. No sleep with being so humid last night, mate. Yeah, no worries at all, buddy. Thanks so much for joining in. We'll see you on the next live stream, eh? Pleasure's all mine. I hope you enjoy, sleep well, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon. Here we go, A320 out the door, heading off to Edinburgh is going to be our next departure. Nice little period of time there. You guys, 214 variant, 9 years old in the EasyJet fleet, registered in 2017. So here we go. Take the 8:15 departure to Edinburgh EasyJet from Bristol. Fly me up to Edinburgh, get off, grab some breakfast or something to eat, and then get out to the Mound at Edinburgh Airport and do a live stream, eh? Maybe that's one way I could do it. Maybe I'll see how much the flights are. That could be pretty cool, actually. You could probably do it in the space of a day. Fly at this time in the morning, set up, stream for a few hours, go and grab some dinner, get a flight back. I've done it before in New Zealand when I've gone up to Auckland and I've gone to Wellington, done that in space of a day. Left early-ish in the morning, landed, grabbed a bit of late breakfast, grabbed some bits for lunch, streamed for a few hours, flew back in the evening. Done deal. All right, lining up with our ATR 72-600. First one of the two out the door, power set. You can see that, can see those props almost look as if they changed their rotation pattern there. Logan Air heading back out to Jersey, ATI 72600. Aviation Pete saying the Project Sunrise flight not due to start until October 2027. Yeah, I know. It would be cool if they brought it. Would be cool if they brought it closer though, eh? ATR already up. Whoa, looking a bit heavy there on the right hand side. Stay a little bit lower for us, ATR. Stay a little bit lower so I can keep you in my shot. So let it go and we'll grab it as it comes back over the top. Beautiful Logan Air ATR 72600 heading out to Jersey this morning. Came in from Jersey about an hour ago and it's heading out the door already off to Jersey. Safe to say it was not a 30-minute turnaround for their EasyJet A320 Neo heading back out to Glasgow. 45 minutes is what they're up to. Must have landed late. All right, where's our baby bus A319? Very much on its final approach. Let's spin around and get eyes on our baby bus A319. As mentioned, coming in from Alicante. Oh, Francis, yeah, awesome, eh? Steve Beakow is saying the mound is good for reverse ops. Almond Bank on the other side of the runway is good for views of the Edinburgh Terminal building. Okay. Hey, Steve Beakow, you might have to be my man on the ground for Edinburgh. Steve, can you send me a email or become part of the Discord server or something so we can catch up and I can ask you some questions about Edinburgh Airport? Because, yeah, it'd be good to know the locations we can go and stand out to do a stream from. Like the mounds. I know one of the mounds that's there. But yeah, will be good to have some eyes and ears on the ground for extra intel of the spots. Oh, Brian, good on you, buddy. Coming in with a $2 Australian super chat there. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate that. Saying start in Sean's Project Sunrise Fund, lol. Small dollars. Good on you, buddy. Hey. Thank you so much for the Australian $2 super chat there, my friend. Much appreciated. Start in Sean's Sunrise Project Fund. Good on you. So good. I love that. Absolutely amazing. Sean, all things Edinburgh Airport, because yeah, it's well and truly on my list ever since Jay, my good friend Jay from London Heathrow Live, went to Edinburgh and I got to see Edinburgh properly. I was like, man, what an awesome airport to stand at and spot from. Anthony is saying, we have done that. Went to Edinburgh for the day from Bristol. Aer Lingus heading back out to Cork this morning. Okay, different. Sometimes goes back to Dublin, sometimes goes to Shannon, but Cork today. Aer Lingus ATR 72600. Look at that, what a beautiful rotation. Man, if Barbara P. Sterling was here, she would love this. As mentioned a few times, very fond of the ATRs. A lot of good experiences flying on the ATR with Air New Zealand. Yeah, maybe we could do it in the space of a day, eh? My wife is a massive fan of Scotland, so we are wanting to plan a bit of a family holiday to Scotland as well. But yeah, maybe I could do an Edinburgh live stream on like a day trip. Look at the way the frame rate makes the props look like they've just completely changed direction there. When, of course, the pilots are moving those levers into the cruise setting. Or the cruise indent and notch. Okay, next arrival, Ryanair, Boeing 737 coming in from Faro. So we'll say goodbye to our Aer Lingus ATR 72 and get eyes on with our approaching Ryanair. Good on you, Ipso. Yes, thanks everybody for helping us to blast through 200 likes on today's live stream. We went early in the morning, came back about 8 p.m. Yeah, I reckon that's the way to do it, eh? I reckon that's the way to do it. Hey, with a Steve, it's been a long time since I've done like a UK domestic flight. Do you still need to get to the airport like 2-3 hours before, or can you rock up like an hour before, especially if you've got like hand luggage? Because in New Zealand, just I think through the New Zealand lifestyle, I suppose, you know, everything's so cruisy, you could literally rock up like 30 to 60 minutes before your flight departs and just walk straight on, especially if you've got hand luggage anyway. But yeah, I haven't taken a domestic flight here in the UK in a long time, so I don't know how easy going it is. Like, do you have to be there a few hours before? But yeah, could always leave early-ish in the morning, get a late breakfast at the airport there, and yeah, do a stream. But obviously, all weather dependent, of course. Very much weather dependent. And let's face it, Scotland, not known for its weather. Not known for its weather. Beautiful arrival there from our friends at Ryanair. Boeing 737 coming in from Faro. Gorgeous day here at Bristol. The heat is coming. It's warming up big time. My back is very warm. Operated by Malta Air, this particular 737 MAX 8-200. 4 years old in the Ryanair fleet as well. Just get to any flight early to plane spot. Yeah, true. I know, but I would want to make the most of plane spotting via streaming. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I want to make the most of plane spotting via streaming and make the most of hanging out with you guys via streaming. But yeah, obviously then it, you know, makes sense to kind of go and get dinner or whatever. So if there's any people there, like the wonderful Steve there in the chat, we had the opportunity to you know, go and spend some time to go and get some dinner from a pub or something, then that would be awesome. Do a bit of a Sky Squad TV meet up in Scotland or something like that. That would be cool, eh? You have to be at Bristol Airport early and bring your passport. Do you have to bring... Really? You have to bring your passport, do you? Steve, yeah, he did. Yeah. Michelle, my back is feeling really warm. Show off, mate. Yeah, he did. He stayed at the Travel Lodge. So yeah, that's a good spot. Shame they don't have like a viewing platform from up there, eh? Hey, Ipso, good on ya. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, because in New Zealand, of course, the international and domestic terminals are separate. So the international and domestic security is separate as well. All right, here we go. Our Glasgow A320 finally are sitting on, but they're probably a little to zoom in and see if they're doing some type of a shine the light or anything. But we didn't ask them what seat they're on. Hey, Emily, photo ID required for domestic flights. Interesting. Okay, Emily, if you're still watching, let us know what seat you're on, and if you're on our side of the plane that we're currently looking at now, we're trying to see if you've got like a shine the light or anything like that. Keep our eyes peeled in the chat. What's flying overhead? I can hear something flying overhead. I'm going to see if that's gone back to streaming again. Sorry guys, didn't realise that the behind the scenes stream had dropped out, I believe. Apologies. Guys, apologies. Didn't realise the behind the scenes stream had dropped out. I should EDI security for the return, but the queue's not usually too long. Okay, cool. Blondini saying hello from Auckland. Just found your stream. I'm loving it. It looks amazing. Good morning. Good evening. From Bristol Airport. Good to see you. PT12 is on the move, heading to the fresh up of runway 09. Guys, yeah, apologies. I didn't realise that the behind the scenes streamer dropped out. I think it should be back up and running. If not, then all good. Or did it never drop out? For those of you who are wondering where the behind the scenes is, on the TV Plus channel. PC12 has gone up to the threshold. So we get eyes on that in just a moment. Right, PC12 heading out, turned up onto this one. This one's going to go high, but it's going to rotate early and go high. Oh, okay, I didn't see it drop out. Just walk out of shot. Awesome. Okay, cool. My IRL Pro app crashed and it shut itself down, and then the battery life on the behind the scenes stream phone got low. Ipso saying PC24 about to depart Orleans in France, should be here at about 9:30. Yeah, that's when it was meant to be. So that will probably be our last plane of today's live stream. Good on you, Telly. Thank you. Time for a drink break. That is for sure. Here we go. Let's suck our PC12s on the move. This guy's going to go high quickly. Look at that. Already up. Stay low for us, buddy. Stay low for us, PC12. Brings back some good memories of Sounds Air in New Zealand, who unfortunately are no more unless they're still doing flight. And some Cessna caravans as well, which was always a treat to see. Gonna have to let it go over the top of us, and then we'll get eyes on. Oh no, we're good, we're good. Lovely little PC12, gorgeous plane, single prop. Never flown on a PC12. That's another plane that's on my bucket list to fly on. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to fly on a PC12. So A320neo from EasyJet is finally taxiing. Is our one that's heading out to Glasgow. It's meant to depart at 8:15 this morning. It's sold off their PC12. Yeah, we had me and my wife in Edinburgh when we came back to visit the UK in 2023. We loved it. Just right we were there though, unfortunately. Actually sopping wet, but we loved it. We loved every single second of it. We went to an awesome. I'm a huge whiskey fan, and we went to an awesome whiskey and pie bar, and it was yeah, pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I was in my element in that moment, to be honest with you guys. British Airways flying above. I can see it, but I'm not going to be able to get eyes on that guy. Sorry, you're on that. I wouldn't know. Wow, Telly, that's crazy, man. There, coming in and out of Christchurch as well. But hey, they've got to do what they've got to do, eh? The Cessna Caravans are a lot easier for them to upkeep as well, I would imagine. All right, here we go. EasyJet A320 Neo on its final part of its taxi to the active runway 09 this morning. As we are well and truly into our final hour of the show, going to be finishing up at roughly 9:30 a.m. this morning after the gorgeous PC-24 arrives, which should be live on radar very soon. Yeah, live right now. It's got an estimated arrival time of 9:41. It might pick up some time. Has it departed yet? Like, it's live on radar. But gorgeous PC-24 airline is fly on demand. Pilatus PC-24, of course, business jet. Nice. Steve Biko saying Edinburgh is very... Here we go, Airbus A320 Neo coming out. So I heard the engine spool up in the distance there. That was amazing. Finally, heading out the door to Glasgow with Emily and her partner on board. Sally's in the house this morning. Good to see you, Sally. Hope you're doing well. Beautiful departure from the A320 Neo. Scheduled for a 8:15 departure. Landed late though. But finally out the door off to Glasgow this morning. Beautiful weather for flying. Let's hope it stays like that all the way out the country to the top. Well, near enough the top anyway. Alright, say goodbye to that gorgeous A320 Neo. Heading out the door to Glasgow, and here we go. We're at the point for the time being where Bristol Airport kind of goes to sleep for a little while. There is a couple of planes, of course, still on the tarmac here at the airport. Had a couple of 777s just fly over them, but they've now gone too far for me to try and get eyes on them. PC-12 well and truly out the door. Our next arrival, Orion Air. No, sorry, it's not. I thought we had an arrival coming in there. Oh, what's that helicopter up to just on the outside of Bath? Private owner. Oh, it's a little gyrocopter. How good. That was one of the other planes that I got to see when we were at Sandown Airport on the Isle of Wight. Got to see a gyrocopter for the first time. That was amazing, actually. Quite a cool experience, to be fair. Yeah, very cool experience. Trying to see if I can locate the TUI Boeing 737. It's just departed from Cardiff. Might be able to when it comes a little bit closer to us. Just over Weston-super-Mare at the moment. Kind of come right over on the left-hand side of us. Anyway, quick check out our departures and our arrivals. Our next departure is going to be our Ryanair that we're currently looking at right now. Ooh, the Qatar Gulfstream. 600 private jet is in at Bristol at the moment. 6:50 estimated for a 10:15 departure. We won't be here for that, but they must have come in late last night. But our Ryanair that we're looking at right here, maybe the one in the distance as well, is going to be our next departure, heading out to Valencia, followed by the Ryanair is going to be heading out to Faro as well. So we should have a departure very soon. Oh, there's our TUI. Our Boeing has just come in. Departed from Cardiff. Sitting low enough for us to get eyes on it. TUI Boeing 737 from Cardiff to Palma. Pinging the airport, really, flying directly over the top. Beautiful. Yeah, if so, I saw that. Might make a call soon, eh? We'll see what's coming on the arrivals, but we might make a call soon. It's been a great stream so far, so don't wanna long it out if we don't need to be honest with you. Beautiful TUI Boeing 737. As mentioned, just departed Cardiff, heading out to Palma, but basically pinging Bristol Airport, flying directly over the top from Cardiff. Almost kind of showing off. It's like Cardiff kind of sent them over to Bristol to be like, go and ping Bristol Tower. They probably are actually tuned into Bristol Tower, to be fair. All right, we'll say goodbye to that TUI 737. We'll let it carry on doing its thing. We're waiting for our next departure, which is Ryanair here. We're good Ryanair over there in the distance as well. This Ryanair has been here. There's something connected to the front there. My mum in the chat there saying, so whiskey comes from your Bushmills mosquito. Hey, there it is. Very true, mum. Yeah, good morning. I hope you're well. Timmy, time, Timmy. You should see if you can get some of the ground crew to wave, Sean. Yeah, I've tried actually. I know I've actually had the opportunity to connect with a couple of the ground crew over the last few weeks as well. And yeah, some of them have let me know that they have actually checked in and they do watch the streams and stuff, and they do try to kind of like locate me when I am actually out here streaming. So yeah, hopefully soon we can get one of the ground crew to give us a wave at some point. All right, so I've got a few minutes until our next departure here, ladies and gentlemen, and then we've got quite a decent gap in proceedings, to be honest with you. Do have a few arrivals. Our PC24 is now being delayed until 9:45, so we'll see how we go in, and then we'll make a decision whether we stay out to see those PC24s come and go, because then there's just like a big half an hour period of kind of not really much going on after our final arrival from Paris. Charles de Gaulle comes in. Wowzers. So that Ryanair arrival, the Boeing 737 that came in from Faro, landed about 40 minutes early. About 40 minutes early. Wow. So yeah, we may actually finish up a touch earlier on today's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. We'll wait for our arrival from Charles de Gaulle, which is coming in about 20 minutes, and then we'll check if our Ryanair to Valencia is going to be leaving on time. If so, then there's genuinely nothing for about half an hour. So we might shut the stream down. We might call it a day a little bit earlier on today's live stream. Radio is outdoor. Sean, mods and friends, I need to go. Thanks for stream. Was, thank you so much for being here, my friend. And once again, thank you so much for your wonderful. I'm going to come over to the screen actually. Hopefully, you're still here, Was. Thank you so much for being here, Was. And thank you so much for your wonderful sound bites for the intro there. I played one of those this morning. So scroll on back to the beginning just after the intro song and you can hear that, Was. So thank you so much again, my friend, for that. It's awesome support. It really does mean a lot that you'll do that kind of stuff for me in the channel. So honestly, thanks so much, Was. Have a great time on your radio station. If you guys want to check it out, Was Radio, your disc jockey all the way from Sydney, Australia on Highland FM. You can find it online. Highland FM. He also has his own Discord server as well, where you can connect with people who are listening live to the show from all across the world, and you can talk on there during the week, and also whilst he's live on show, you can connect with Was whilst he's live on show as well. Does song requests and other things too, so get on over. Massive fan of all things aviation, a massive fan and a huge support to so many aviation live streams just like this one here on Sky Squad TV via his memberships and support of what he does for everything in the aviation world. So Was, enjoy your show, my friend, and yeah, we'll definitely see you again very, very soon, buddy. It's going to be a great show, and I'll tune in at some point when I get home this morning. Might tune in on the drive home as well. I'll drop a message before I drive, let everybody know that I'm there, but we'll tune in, and yeah, we'll be listening to you. Big love from myself and from Mrs. Sky Squad TV and my boy as well. So big love to you, my friend. Have a great show, and we'll see you again very soon, eh? It's getting awesome. Anthony, it is getting hotter. Yeah, it is getting hot. It's getting very warm. I'm leaving my hoodie on for the time being though, but it is getting pretty warm. Definitely time to stay hydrated, that is for sure, my friends. But yeah, guys, we'll wait around for our Ryanair 737 to depart, and then we'll wait for our EasyJet Airbus A320 to arrive from Paris, and then we might actually call it a day, guys, because then, yeah, as mentioned, there's like half an hour of nothing. There's no arrivals, no departures. Gets to that point where it's like a half an hour block where basically Bristol kind of like resets itself. Just excuse me for one moment, team. I'm just going to have a quick little slug of water. And as Anthony has just said in the chat, it is starting to get quite warm. It's starting to get pretty warm. So I think it's probably best to, you know, look after all the gear, look after all the batteries, look after the YOLO box and that as well, and call it a day a little bit earlier on today's live stream. We've got about another 20 minutes. We're going to wait for our Ryanair 737 to go, and we're going to wait for our EasyJet Airbus A320 to come in from Paris Charles de Gaulle. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button on today's live stream. Of course, a free way for you lovely people to support the channel, and every single like that comes onto the channel helps to push the live stream out via YouTube, get it featured on people's YouTube homepages when they come onto their app, when they go onto their desktop, that this will be one of the first thumbnails, one of the first live streams that pops up as something for them to watch and spend their morning watching. If you have enjoyed today's show, you've enjoyed the commentary, the community in the chat, please do subscribe. Of course, then that allows you to turn on the notification via the notification bell, so you can be notified of when we go live. And if you wish to support the channel, you can do by the free ways of doing that via hitting the like button, leaving a financial gift if you so wish via PayPal and other means, and or becoming a YouTube member. You'll see people there with a little icon next to their name and being able to use custom emojis in the chat. That's all through the Sky Squad TV memberships, which is a monthly membership. You can keep it going for as long as you want. There's different tiers there as well, different perks that are involved in those tiers. But if you so wish to support the channel, keep the upkeep going, all of the money from the memberships and the super chats and everything that I am able to achieve via YouTube goes straight back into Sky Squad TV to keep all the gear up and running. It goes into travel to other airports and that as well, and yeah, it keeps the Sky Squad TV community rocking and rolling, and keeps us rolling on the equipment and other things as well, and being able to bring you guys these awesome live streams. And of course, the internet, it helps to pay for the internet to keep these live streams going. So if you so wish to do that, then of course it will mean the world. There's no pressure at all to do any of that, but it does mean the world and helps to support the channel and keeps the channel flowing. And a massive shout out to all of the awesome people that have been so very generous with their time and with their financial gifts via gifted memberships in today's live stream. Massive shout out to all of you who have been able to drop in some incredible gifted memberships. Aviation Pete, Francis Waite, Frank C, Christine Frank, Victoria Flyer, Brian, Ipso, so many other people and all the membership milestones as well. It truly does mean a lot. It's incredible to be able to come out and do this stuff for you guys. This is a passion of mine. It's a passion of mine. I'm also passionate about connecting with other people, creating communities, creating spaces for people to feel safe and come and enjoy plane spotting and just turn off from the world for a few hours at the same time as well, because we live in a crazy world at the moment. Well, it's always crazy, but we live in a crazy world, and if I can be able to give you guys a few hours, 3 to 4 to 5 hours of time where you can just turn off from the world and enjoy something a little bit different, then to me, warms my heart, fills my heart, and makes me feel great about the job that I'm doing here on Sky Squad TV. And it's an awesome community to be a part of as well. So thank you. Truly does mean a lot being out here bringing these shows to you guys. So yeah, thank you, team. I'm just going to catch up in the chat with you guys as well. And as mentioned, on the secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus, we are running the behind the scenes live stream if you so wish to go over and check that out at the same time as well. Just going to try and reset my chat. It's been a bit slow here. Being very slow. Bear with me 1 second, guys. My chat on there has decided that it doesn't want to show me the most up-to-date chats. Let me come over onto this screen and see, just to make sure I haven't missed anybody. I don't like missing you guys there in the chat. I want to make sure I'm up to date with you all. So I believe I am. Samuel Williams, good to see you. Thank you so much for the kind words saying, what a guy, this is class. Good on you, mate. Thank you so much. It's going to, a little bit of camera drift there. It's going to zoom out here for a second. Anthony Wren saying, happy birthday, Sean, for Tuesday. I hope you have a good day. Regards, Anthony and Mary. Thanks for a brilliant stream today and see you soon. And it's nice to get up on a Saturday morning. Anthony, thank you so much, my friend, for your very kind words there. Much appreciated. It really does mean a lot. I'm going to come back over to the screen. It was working perfectly fine. It was just taking a brief second. Honestly, mate, pleasure is all mine. So thank you so much for coming over and for hanging out with us here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. A couple of you have asked about the hoodie, the Sky Squad TV hoodie, the Sky Squad TV cap as well. The hoodie, of course, has the, you probably won't be able to see it too much, but has the behind the Sky Squad TV slogan, which is the easily distracted by planes, that you can buy from our merchandise store. What happens if I stand here? You can see that there. You can buy from our merchandise store, skysquadtv.com. It is based in New Zealand, but if you go to the top right-hand corner of the website, then you can change it to your local currency. Most local currencies are accepted. And yeah, very good international shipping. If you wish to pick yourself up some merchandise for the summer, fresh cap, fresh t-shirt, fresh hoodie. There's also a couple of extra little pieces up there as well. I'm going to add a few more extra bits onto the Sky Squad TV merchandise store very soon as well. So if you wish to pick yourself up some merchandise, then please do. And all of that money from merchandise sales, of course, once again goes straight back into the channel. So all of that support goes straight back into the channel. But if you wish to get yourself some merchandise, please do. skysquadtv.com is your merchandise store. Good on you, Jumper. Yeah, I think it was too. We've got nice and cruisy in the chat there. Nice and cruisy in the chat. I love it. But hey, we're coming up to our last couple of planes. Our EasyJet A320 should be coming in any moment now. And then one of our Ryanairs over there will be our final departure of today's live stream. If anything comes and goes during that time, then of course we'll capture that. But we're gonna got 2 more planes for you. 1 arrival, 1 departure. And then we'll pack down and call it a day. If you wish to check out what's happening behind the scenes, then you can over on our secondary channel, Sky Squad TV Plus. And as mentioned, with the behind the scenes live streams, I do like doing them, but I'm going to come over and try and get a bit of feedback from you guys across the Discord server and across the YouTube channel as to whether you like the behind the scenes live stream, whether I should keep that going. And if you like having the behind the scenes on the Plus channel, or if you would prefer to keep the behind the scenes stream right here on the main channel. So yeah, I'm going to put some polls out, get some user feedback from you guys, because I'd love to know. Of course, I want all of the content to be up to scratch for you guys and be able to, speak to you guys and give you the enjoyment that you so wish to get out of our Sky Squad TV shows. So, and mods as well, let me know in the mod stat there as well what you also think, whether behind the scenes on the Plus channel is a good idea or I should bring it back over here to the main channel. I do remember when we've done a couple of behind the scenes streams on the main channel before, it's allowed more people to come in and find the main live stream, which has been great. Whereas, of course, the Sky Squad TV Plus channel is its own separate channel. Guys, I'm just going to check Flight Radar and see where our EasyJet is. Our Ryanair is pinging up on a radar, which is our next departure. It's pinging up now. EasyJet 320 on its approach to the right-hand side of us. Trying to see if I can locate it. Because it would be cool if we could locate it and follow it in. I think it's a bit further away than what I thought. Very much well and truly over Bristol. If I can catch a bit of a glimpse of it, I'll try and zoom in, but I think it's a touch too far away. Once again, as mentioned, it's really weird. On a really clear day, you would have thought that it would have been easier to like visualize planes flying over, but it actually is a touch harder. A lot of crows flying around the local field here. Aviation Pete, thank you so much for the kind words towards the birthday. And also, yeah, saying I can vouch for the good service from ordering until delivery. Good on ya. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Yeah, that got to you quick, eh? You ordered one of the premium jackets from the site. And that got to you really quick. It was awesome. Francis Wait saying, thanks, Sean. I'm off to get dinner. Thanks for a great stream. Cheers. And hope you have a great day on Tuesday. Thanks to the mods. Good on you, mate. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words there, Francis. Really do appreciate it. Samuel, are they departing from east or west runway today? We're on, excuse me, we're on runway 09, so it's reverse ops today. So yeah, whichever way you want to see that, I suppose. But yeah, we know it as runway 09, reverse ops. And then, of course, the main runway that gets used is runway 27. So yeah, they're departing facing what is also another way that we kind of say it as well. So yeah, whichever way you want to think about it. But yeah, 09 is in action today. Anthony Wren is saying, my wife Mary still thinks you are a younger version of Jerry. Good on you, Mary. So good. That's a very nice comment. I'll take it. Just munching on an apple, so just give me a moment there, guys. For those of you that have been around the channel for a while, you know that I love apples. Oh, there's our EasyJet. All right, let me see if I can get it. Nah, there's no way. Nah, I've lost the visual. Wait, EasyJet's coming now. Saw it for a split second there. Saw it for a split second. And the hope I'd be able to locate it as it started its left bank onto its final approach down into Bristol this morning. There's that EasyJet. It's going to be a big old ball of blurriness for the time being until it comes into some type of focus. Michelle saying, talking to Jerry, how good is it that he's back out streaming? Yeah. Samuel Williams, for questions like that, my friend, Flight Radar is your friend. Excuse me. Ipso, yeah, he surely did. Carwin Davies saying, evening Sean, sorry I'm late. No worries at all, buddy. Honestly, no worries at all. We are going to be finishing up very shortly, but no worries at all. You come and go any time you want. Come on, EasyJet. Come into some type of focus for me. Come on. We've got HJ A320 coming in from Paris, Charles de Gaulle, our final arrival of today's live streaming, and we should have a Ryanair departure as well very soon. Lovely, lovely arrival there. Whoa, bit of camera drift. Steady on. Jumper saying, once you finish eating your apple, make sure you throw the apple core into the bushes. Then in years to come, you can pick apples off your own tree. And then Ipso coming in as well, saying, yeah, make sure he throws it behind because we don't want any more trees in the way. Mate, very true. That's a good idea. Oh, Carwin, that's awesome, mate. Always very cool to go plane spotting up at the Mound in Christchurch. Yeah, Ipso, we really don't need any more trees in the way. It's getting a bit ridiculous now, to be fair. I appreciate, you know, letting them grow so that it encourages wildlife, but it is getting a bit crazy. Whoa! Look at this little single prop behind us, mate. Can I get this? Flying real low. Where is it? Just about to come over to this tree. There it is. Look at this little guy. They're flying quite low. Hey, I heard it and I was like, man, where's that coming from? Sheesh, man, how did they get the clearance for that? That's low. Close to an active runway like that. How did they get the clearance for that? Robotnik saying Queenstown was full of hippies, much preferred Christchurch and Wellington. Ironically, most of the hippies in Queenstown are English travellers. Young English people that have travelled over to NZ and become hippies. Yeah, how did that little RV6 get the clearance for that? That's mad. Ryanair's been picking up on radar for a while, but still hasn't moved yet, off to Valencia. Their scheduled departure time was 9 o'clock. It's now 9:15. So we might end up actually having time to wait around for that PC24 unless it gets delayed even more. Oh, it's been delayed a touch more, so maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Who knows? We'll wait a few more minutes for this Ryanair. There it goes. Ryanair on the move. Yeah, very interested to know if that little van's RV6 actually got clearance to do that. Surely they know the route that they're on, becoming that close. Yeah, from a little like airstrip grass area. Surely they knew what they were doing and knew that they were going to be crossing the path of an active runway. I know that they climb up pretty high up there, but that's mad. Right across the path of an active runway.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Do you know what? I'm all good. I'm going to be finishing up in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's all right.
And then I'm going to be out the door.
All morning.
Oh, have you?
Only from in there, not live.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, cool. It's quite impressive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's fun to come out here and do it though. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
You've got enough kit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming up live onto YouTube
Yeah.
at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, I watched it once.
Oh yeah, you did too. Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be finishing up in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm waiting for this Ryanair to go.
Okay.
And then that's me.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get quite warm as well, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Let's
going to
get
be too bad today. It's 29, isn't it?
Yeah. 29 I think was the highest, yeah. But there's going to be quite a nice breeze, hopefully. But it's quite nice up here anyway, because we're higher up anyway.
Yeah.
But
Where's your accent from?
so
States or something?
no, so I'm originally I'm originally from Hertfordshire. So yeah, just the outside of London. But I spent a year living in Australia and spent 9 years living in New Zealand. So
Right.
Yeah, I've got like a weird kind of twang going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, mate. No worries.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.
No problem.
Jumper Collins, David. Did you hear that? That was so funny. Did you hear the apple fall into the tree? That must have been loud. So good. Always good to have people come out. Got offered a cup of tea, eh? That's the first time that's happened. Oh, EasyJet's been pushed back as well. That's the first time that's happened. Been offered a cup of tea. Fella was saying he's been listening to me all morning, which is awesome. The guy that lives next door, we had a little chat with him a couple of weeks back, and he came into the chat on one of the other streams as well. So yeah, pretty cool. But good on ya. Cup of tea. Wouldn't have said no to a coffee. But yeah, said that he's been listening to me all morning. Of course, my voice is probably just blowing over to them in their house over there. Jumper Collins Davies also saw it on the behind the scenes. Yeah, good on ya. I forgot about that. Sean's out here just growing up some apple trees. Don't tell the airport though, and don't tell the protesters either. They probably won't like me for it. Oh, another Virgin Atlantic A350 coming in. Can Sean try and see it? Where is he? There he is. Trying to line myself up with it so I can try and see if I can get it. There it is. Virgin A350 flying over. We won't be able to keep this guy in shot for too much longer because my tripod will go to its vertical, right there, its most vertical point. But Virgin Atlantic A350 flying over. I have to say goodbye to it for the time being. Right now on the move. We've got two more departures for you guys. We've got 2 more departures for you guys. Baby Bus 319, but the Ryanair is heading out to Valencia. That's a different experience. Telling me can come again. Yeah, fair play. So good. Robotnik saying loved NZ, would love to go back. Yeah, fair play. He can come again, sis. He's yeah, I've had a chat with that guy a few times before. He's a fella that lives in the house to the left hand side of it. I think he lives there anyway. He either lives there or he owns the business that's there. Keith, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome. Good morning from Bristol. We're down to our last 2 planes on this morning's live stream. Wow. Thank you so much for joining in with us this morning, Keith. Could ask if he does deliveries to London Heathrow. Yeah. No, just dropping off his dogs, I think, at the kennels. Because the building next door, I think I've spoken about it before, the building next door to me is actually kennels. So yeah. Wow, so we were waiting for 1 plane, we got 3. EasyJet Baby Bus is pinged up and the other Ryanair is pinged up as well. So there we go. You wait around for 1 and you get 3. How good. You just need the other ones to go at the same time. So good. Definitely be hitting that last 3 planes of today's live stream if you're loving that. Right. I'll go out and nah, honestly, that fella's a good egg. He's yeah, he's come up and had a couple of chats. Yeah, he's come up and had a couple of chats before. When I've like finished up in that as well, and we had a good chat the other week. We drove past each other in the car park, and we had a good chat the other week about it. So yeah, nah, he is a good egg. He's a good egg, as the Kiwis would say. He's a good egg. Just behind the bush there. There it is, coming into shot. Keith saying, found you by accident a couple weeks ago and then watched your stream from London Heathrow. And now regular, happy day. Stay hydrated. Good on you, Keith. Thank you so much. That's the way to do it, mate. That's the beauty of getting around to different airports. The beauty of getting around to different airports, being able to stream from different airports, being able to welcome new viewers in and keep them as well, which is amazing. So thank you, Keith. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, Carwin, we know about that, my friend. We will probably end up actually being around for it, to be fair. PC24 and there should be a PC12 as well. But yeah, we are well and truly all over that one, Carwin, my friend. Thank you, though, buddy. Harrison, good morning. Good to see you. Mike, my good friend Enzo1 Aviation's there in the chat. Good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. Just waiting for EasyJet and our Ryanair to be given clearance to continue taxi on its centre line. Yeah, Aviation P. Yeah, I'm looking up to the sky now. I can see it flying over. BA 250, 7900 flying just above us here at Bristol. Caught it a little bit too late though, unfortunately. Yeah, caught it a little bit too late. Just too high for me to get it vertically with the tripod. Looks awesome though. Might be able to get it as it's flying over. I'm not sure. Just hard to locate them when they're that high and it's this clear. I know it sounds really weird to say that. Nah, see, gone into the haze already, lost it already. It's so weird, it's so clear over the airport, and then behind me, just like this random amount of haze behind me. as mentioned, as we wait for these two guys up here, our third and final plane is being pushed back at the moment, our Ryan Airborne 737. Which is going to be heading out to Faro, but we're waiting for the first 737 that's going to be heading to Valencia. I don't know what they're waiting for up there, because there's nothing on approach. So yeah, I don't quite know what they're waiting for up there, to be honest with you. Can we see any of the other ones flying over there? Coming, oh, there it is over there in the wrong area. Sheesh. Mad.
Morning, buddy.
Hello, mate.
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad. It's quite funny. I'm starting to get to know a lot of the... Oh! This is what we're waiting for. This cheeky little helicopter guy. This is what they're waiting for. Look at this guy. Hey, nice. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Whoa. Cheeky little guy coming out of the south side of the airfield. Wow. Gotta love a bit of chopper action there, eh? Mate, those guys are in a hurry to get out of the south side. Alright, there we go. So that's what we were waiting for. Ryanair now continuing taxi onto 09. That's where a scanner would come in handy, a personal scanner, so I could tune into tower and listen to what they were saying. Do love some helicopter action, not gonna lie. Always great to see the helis coming and going from Bristol Airport. But here we go, our first of our 3 final departures on today's live stream. A Ryan Airborne 737 coming at us. So good. Off to do work on the power lines, yeah, I reckon. Mike, my good friend Mike, NZ1 Aviation, dropping in a gifted membership. Thank you so much, Mike. That is incredible support, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Great to see you back in the chat as well, mate. Hope your drive home from work was good. Hope dinner was good. Hope you're settled down for the rest of the night. But good to see you, Mike. Thank you so much for dropping in that gifted membership as well. It's amazing support, my friend. Thank you. Incredible. Alan Lee's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, Alan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Pleasure's all mine to host you this morning. As we come up to our final few, we might be here for the arrival of the PC-24. Wow, Ryanair rotating early. Yeah, nice and loud from Ryanair off to Valencia this morning, Boeing 737. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely amazing. All about it. EasyJet Baby Bus A319 going to be next to line up onto the active runway 09, head out to Amsterdam. Once again, Mike, thank you so much for your gifted membership, and thank you everybody for tuning in and hitting the like button on today's live stream. Of course, if you haven't already, please do. It is a free way for you to support the channel. Helps to push this live stream out to even more people and get more eyeballs on. So thank you guys. Truly does mean a lot when you hit the like button. It really does. I mean that. Baby Bus 319 lining up onto the active runway 09. Samuel Williams saying, liked and subbed. Have a good day, my man. Love from Wales. Good on you, mate. Thank you so much. Just on the other side of the Bristol channel. Pleasure's all mine, buddy. Thank you for being here today. Guys, can we well and truly blast through 250 likes by the time that this beautiful baby bus A319 gets past us? Gets past our camera lens here at Bristol. Blast us through 260 likes. Go on. Whoa. Here we go. EasyJet Airbus A319 out the door off to Amsterdam this morning. Landing gear. Beautiful departure from the baby bus A319 EasyJet. Heading out to Amsterdam. Short flight, 45-50 minutes of flight time. Beautiful departure, straight out, eh? Gliding out there. Fantastic. Orion Airborne 737 taxiing to the active. This is going to be our final departure, I believe, unless something else creeps out. Going to be our final departure. Loving the reverse ops action here. But this Orion Airborne 737 is going to be heading out to Faro. And then, how far away is that PC-24? Oh, there it is. Going to be with us in 10 minutes. So we'll make the PC-24 our final arrival of today's live stream. Is there a PC-12 behind it as well? Or is Flight Radar doing a really odd thing where it's kind of showing both planes, but it's actually just the PC-24? Keith there in the chat saying, heading out to my annual vacation, Hong Kong on the 25th. Air China, A350-900, Beijing to Beijing. Air China A321 to Hong Kong, 25 days. Yoo-hoo, Keith, wow, amazing. Keith, that is amazing. We'll read that again. Heading out to my annual vacation, Hong Kong on the 25th. Air China A350-900 to Beijing. And then Air China A321 to Hong Kong, 25 days. Yoo-hoo. Mate, amazing. There was someone else in the chat earlier on that was talking about their trip to Asia. Oh, it was our good friend Brian was talking about their trip to Asia as well. Going to be going to Kai Tak. Like, amazing, so cool. Here we go, Ryanair. Ibse, there is a PC-12 as well. Yeah, that's what I thought, but can't see the PC-12 flying. Like, it's not... If the PC-12 was meant to be coming in like a couple of minutes after the PC-24, you would have thought that they'd be close by to each other, but Flight Radar's done that a couple of times before. Yeah, Flight Radar's done that a couple of times before with a few other planes as well, where it's kind of told you that, like, it's like told you that there's two types coming, but there's only one type that's turned up. Beautiful departure from Ryanair. Look at that, gorgeous. Landing gear up. Yeah, beautiful departure from the 737 Ryanair. Nice and loud for us as well. Fantastic. Absolutely majestic. Good on you, Ipso. Thank you. Hey, we'll leave it for today, eh? All right, going to say goodbye to our Ryanair. So yeah, we're waiting for our PC24. There is talk there in the chat from you guys about the PC12 coming as well, but we'll make the PC24 10 a.m. for the PC12. Good on ya. And the PC24 is getting close by. Approaching side of the airport as well. PC24 going to be establishing itself very soon, 8 minutes out. So we'll wait around for it, and it'll be our final arrival of today's live stream, of course, unless anything else randomly pops itself through. Or the just looking at flight radar, the WestJet Boeing 737 from Toronto to Cardiff is 10 minutes out. But yeah, PC24 six minutes out now according to flight radar. So we'll wait for the PC24 to come on through, and then that'll be our last arrival of today's live stream. But whilst we are waiting for that, let me come over here and just quickly do my outro for you lovely people. Say a massive thank you to every single one of you. A big shout out to our captain tier members. Massive shout out to our super mods as well. In no particular order, their names are going to appear on the screen there in just a moment. So massive thank you to you lovely people. We are waiting for that PC24, and then we'll call it a day here on today's live stream. But it's been an absolutely incredible live stream. I've spoken about it so far before. Amazing amount of gifted memberships being dropped in. So many other goodness and that coming through. Lots of fantastic super chats. So good to welcome so many new people, especially right there in the captain membership tier. So good to welcome so many new people into the Sky Squad TV community in the fold as well. If you haven't been around for a while and you're only just joining us today, stick around for the next few minutes. 5 minutes time, we're going to have a beautiful PC24 private jet come in, and then we'll finish up the stream. But my name is Sean, your host here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. I'm sometimes joined by my sister Sinead when I'm back in the London area. When we get to London Heathrow and the other London-based airport, Sinead will come and hang out with me. But honestly, it's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Bristol is our home base airport, and there's some great things happening behind the scenes at Bristol. Of course, we've got the expansion in the works, and we're very much hoping that expansion comes through very soon and gets the go-ahead. And when it does, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic time. Hopefully expand that runway, get some more beautiful planes coming and going, get some more routes opened up for the wonderful Bristol airport as well. But honestly, it's a pleasure to be out here streaming for all of you lovely people. As mentioned, we've got one more plane for you that will be coming very soon. We're just going to wait for it to come over, get closer, establish itself onto the final approach, onto the ILS, of course, of runway 09. It's been amazing to have reverse ops happening again. Reverse ops has been amazing. It's been a while since you've had a reverse ops day. I just had a bug fly into my face. That was funny. We've got to clip that as a highlight content. That would be amazing. Yeah, it's been great to have 09 in operation reverse ops. We haven't had reverse ops going for a while, so it's been amazing to have that, which is fantastic. So can't wait for that. And yeah, a few more minutes and then we'll pack down and then we'll head back home. But we're just waiting for our PC24 that's going to be coming in very soon. So it'll be somewhere over there in the distance. But honestly, guys, amazing. Such a pleasure to be hosting you all today. Can't wait to come back out and do it all again very soon. And looks like there's a couple of people turning up for some plane spotting soon as well. So we will give up the mound in just a moment. But yeah, our PC24 should be coming in very soon. And we'll highlight that clip there of the bug flying into my face. Because that was quite funny. But also, a bit of an announcement, we're coming up to the 2-year anniversary of Sky Squad TV. It is on the 21st of July, which is a weekday. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to come out and do a stream on that day, but we are hoping to do a stream from London Heathrow on the same week, because I'll be back in the London area that weekend, but we're going to do a stream from London Heathrow, and then we'll use that as the 2-year anniversary live stream for Sky Squad TV. So if you haven't already, get subscribed, get your notifications turned on via the notification bell, so you can be notified of our next live stream, which will be from, well, our 2-year anniversary live stream, which will be from London Heathrow. We should be back out here next week at Bristol, fingers crossed, all going well. My car is in the garage all of next week getting a repair, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that goes well and I get my car back and I can come back out to you guys. And also, yeah, we are working up towards getting trying to figure out to get a platform and a roof rack system for my car, so that we can switch up the view a little bit here at Bristol Airport. We can go over to Winters Lane and we can get closer to the action and all that good stuff as well. So fingers crossed, watch this space, lots of things happening. But let's spin back around and get eyes on the airport so we can check out what's happening with this PC-24 that's coming and going. Here it is, establishing itself right now onto its final approach. It's going to be amazing. Oliver, good to see you. Can we get a shout out? Great stream as always. Good to see you, Oliver. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. PC-24 is going to be our last arrival of today's live stream. You can see that heat haze ripping through the airport here at the moment. Nick Lane, good on you, buddy. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Like button hit for the show, champ. Good on you. Nick Lane saying, evening Sean from a very cold Brisbane tonight. Hope I find you well. Great Saturday show again. Yeah, mate, find us very well. Smack bang in the middle of a heat wave. You find us very well over here, my friend. Temperature has risen quite a bit, so we're definitely going to be out the door very soon. Once this PC-24 arrives, then that's us for today's live stream. All right, just waiting to get a visual on our PC-24. Yeah, just waiting to get a visual onto the PC-24. Mike saying 2 years has come around quick, Sean. Looking forward to London Heathrow again. Yeah, so good, eh? Yeah, mad. 2 years has come around incredibly, incredibly fast, Mike. Yeah, 21st of July, of course, is when the 2-year anniversary will be. And yeah, mad to think that pretty much like, well, near enough this time last year, I did my one and only stream from Queenstown, New Zealand. So there's our PC-24 in the distance. Once this guy lands, that's us for today's live stream. But yeah, crazy, eh? 2 years, just like that. Gone so fast. Madness. Madness, madness. But it's so good to have been able to join in with so many of you today on today's live stream. It's been a pleasure to host you. Of course, my name is Sean, your host here on the stream. So thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how time can just fly like that, eh? 2 years we've been streaming for. 2 years, my friends. Crazy. And I've loved every single second of it, not gonna lie. Loved every single second of it. Right, PC-24 coming into a little bit more visibility for me to zoom in and get eyes on in just a moment. All right, we'll zoom in and get it now because it looks like I'll be able to zoom in and get a bit more. It's not just going to be a big old blurry mess. Which for the most part, when it's that far out, it does just become a big old blurry mess. Here we go, beautiful PC-24. Still a little bit of a blurry mess. It's going to be quite hard to get that into focus, to be fair. Camera might focus on it soon, but look at the heat haze coming through. There it is. Sinead, I'll respond to your WhatsApp message when I get back home, okay? Here we go, PC24 coming in. Big drop there. Getting well and truly hit by all the heat haze ripping across the runway. Beautiful PC24. It's going to come down and it's going to make a right turn and go to the south side hangars. Yeah, going to come down and go to the south side hangar, so we'll lose it just behind this hedgerow in just a moment, but we might be able to see it make its right turn soon into the south side. If you watch the tower there, you'll be able to see the tower moving. Alright guys, that is us for today's live stream. Our PC24 has just arrived. You can see the tower moving like a shark fin over the top of the hedgerow. But that's us for today's live stream, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Hey, if you wish to see part of the pack down process, then the behind the scenes live stream is running now over on Sky Squad TV Plus. So you can search for that channel, come on over, subscribe to that channel as well. Check out the behind the scenes live stream. But that is us for today's live stream, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed today's content. It's been an absolute pleasure to be out here streaming for you lovely people. It's always a pleasure to be out here streaming for you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. That's us for today. We'll be back again, fingers crossed, next Saturday, same time, same place here at Bristol. And I hope to see you guys next week from Bristol Airport. My name has been Sean, your host here on the channel. Lovely to have you. Lovely to host you. Stay safe, enjoy plane spotting, spread some love in this crazy world that we live in, and I'll see you guys very soon. Once again, massive shout out to our awesome super mods and everybody else that has dropped in some incredible gifted memberships and super chats, and of course our captain tier members as well. Stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers, guys. Very soon. Cheers, guys. All right, everybody, checking out the behind the scenes. Good to see you. Lovely to have you with us today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Beautiful day here at Bristol. We're just doing the pack down process now of the stream, of course. Listen to the outro music so I know when to fully end the live stream for you. But honestly, what a pleasure it is to be out here today. Gorgeous day. It's very much heated up now, so definitely going to get in, blast the aircon in my car, and cool myself down a little bit on the way home before heading out for the day. And it's going to be a fantastic day heading out. So good to see you all though. Hope you're doing well. Good on you, Ipso. If you're watching the behind the scenes, I've just seen your message, buddy. Yeah, I had a good chat with Matt from Axis Productions, who's the guy that streams from Leeds. Had a good chat with him actually. Yeah, he's a nice guy, so yeah, it'd be good to connect with him a bit more as well, actually. Should be cool. Hopefully we can connect again very soon. But yeah, so pack up process now on the live stream, my friends. So my wireless microphones, all very portable, nice and quick, which is what I like about it, which is the main draw, of course, to being able to have a portable setup so I can take it anywhere and everywhere. Cool. Wow, yeah, it's starting to get quite warm, to be fair, so definitely want to get myself out of this hoodie. But yeah, honestly, so cool to be out here again. So thank you for joining in, for those of you that have done on the behind the scenes, and also over on the mainstream if you've come over from the behind the scenes. Pleasure to have you all. And yeah, as mentioned, this is my birthday on Tuesday, so I'm very excited about that. Very excited about that, to be honest with you. So can't wait for that. It's going to be a great day. Got a few things planned. Fingers crossed the weather is nice, so we can yeah, make the most of the day, really. Awesome. Okay, cool. Just waiting for the outro music to stop, and then we'll be all good to rock and roll. Is there anything else I need to pack away? No, I've got those bits in there. My water bottles in here. I need this guy. Awesome. But yeah, those watching on the behind the scenes, if you ever find yourself out of Bristol, then come on out to Felton Common and you can come and stand up on this mound here. It's the only mound that's there, but you know, as we've mentioned quite a few times across the stream, there's the vegetation that you can see, the shrubbery that you can see in your shot. Yeah, that has of course made life a little bit harder for some aspects of the stream, some shots of the stream anyway, because yeah, it's so overgrown at the moment. So yeah, that's making that a bit of an issue, but there we go, all done on the behind the scenes. So thank you everybody for joining in. I'm going to close this one down in just a second, and yeah, what an absolutely awesome morning of plane spotting. Stay safe out there. For those of you in the UK, stay hydrated, stay cool, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next Sky Squad TV Plus behind the scenes live stream, hopefully next week. But enjoy yourselves everybody, stay safe, enjoy plane spotting. We'll see you again very soon.